Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between and beyond, to this 19th episode of Zweihander.
Oh, damn it, I missed sound. It's okay. I got it. Say hi, guys. Yeah, that's the one. Nice. Okay.
The Yeetus.
Now I'm actually transmitting sound. Let's go.
Yes,
Is
you
OBS
know
working finally?
that's one of the things that I'm asking about when I ask, is everyone like ready to go?
Oh, I didn't know. Yeah. Now we're ready. Let's go.
Yeah.
Apparently, Tim is refusing to be polite, but it's fine.
What? Wait, what's going on?
Don't worry about it.
I refuse to greet the audience. They don't deserve my politeness. I see.
Yeah,
Nice.
it shows on your tongue rather than your politeness. So, last session, you guys did your job.
Yay.
Wait,
Not
we
much
actually
else.
did the job? Wow, that's actually, we do that a lot. I was gonna make snarky comments, but honestly, I don't think we failed the job yet.
Yes, that's it. Kills them all. But that wasn't really a job. You successfully defended the research team whilst they poked into the weird cyborg orcs corpses for 10 days. And you only lost a couple of guards and a couple of peasants. And,
So
part of a
nothing
dock.
value.
And a ship.
The ship was set to be destroyed anyway. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. But yes, now, everyone gets 100 gold!
Oh, ooh. That's nice.
Ooh. Yeet
I didn't realize-
yeet.
I didn't realize that was how much we were being promised, but okay.
That's Yeetus.
Well, if I want to.
Well, it was like 3 fights that I specifically set up to try to get people killed, so
I have far
good
too
gold
much
count is worth it.
Yeah, no, I'm mostly sitting here being like, if I want to get rid of Barack, he could just walk right now. 'Cause this is more gold than he's seen his entire life, like 5 times over.
I just realized I haven't spent a single gold from like the last time, so I have 121. What the fuck?
I have 124.
Okay, shut the fuck up.
What am I even gonna spend that kind of gold on?
Armor?
I have pretty good armor.
Yeah, but you get a
It is
I am wearing munitions plate. I don't think
You
I
get
can
a
actually.
really
plate.
expensive to get enchanted shit. Primarily because it's like all or nothing when you're getting things enchanted. And it has to be at least a Castle Forge item, like start with.
Yeah. No, Barack could totally get some plate armor.
No, I don't
Probably.
think I can get plate armor. This one's like 130 gold pieces.
Yeah.
To the trapping section.
Where do you think I'm going?
It's a trapping.
Oh, yeah. Full plate is it's 179. Okay, never mind.
Damn it.
Well, if somebody else wants to donate like 50 gold pieces to the Barack and to the Barack the bipedal tank fund.
To the bipedal tank fund. Yo, give that to Michael Sure that he won't fucking die.
Yeah, at that point I'm going to strap Michael to my arm and use him as my shield because he'll probably be tougher than my solid metal shield.
Oh, you
He's
could
the
lift
shield
your
that
arm if
punches.
Michael was attached to it.
I'm pretty strong. I bet I can. No, I totally can't.
Turn Michael into your shield. He's the shield that punches.
The shield that drags you around.
Yeah.
I'll use you as a tower shield. You're just my deployable cover.
Okay. That works fine.
Well, but yeah, at that point I'll stick really close. I'll just tie a rope around your waist to mine, and then I'll just use my shield, and then I'll have a tower shield and a normal shield.
I should look at some of these weapons. Maybe there's a chance I can get a better weapon than my stiletto.
I mean, you should check the the mine gouge, that new.
Oh
book.
yeah, Mine Gouge. I can look at Mine Gouge.
I saw
my
a nice staff in there. I can't remember if it's two-handed or not.
I should
Probably.
Is it the armorarium? Is that where the weapons
Yes,
are?
yes it is.
Sounds about right.
Really does not sound about right. That does not sound like a word.
Yeah.
Armorarium.
I don't know how you say that. It's fucking
It's like an arboretum, but for armory.
Sure.
Think about it this way. This is Zweihander, nothing sounds right. Deal with it.
I should try and. Okay, so I should probably stick to simple melee because I think that's where I have my skill points in.
Well, you could, always check.
Yeah, I have it in simple melee. So I should stick to things in the simple melee. Oh shit!
Yes,
I got
it can, but
fetches.
it is exceedingly expensive.
The
And
fuck is
I
a
might be
sword
giving
stick?
you an enchanted weapon
Also,
this session.
item that is maker's marked is castle forged automatically.
Is a sword stick
Oh,
literally
is
a
it? Yeah.
cane with a blade? Oh my god, it's a cane blade. Okay, that makes sense. Where's my shit?
Yeah, yeah. If you get Castle Forged, it is Maker's Marked. Yeah.
Right, I need to go to drive through RPG to get something else anyway, and I already need to reload my or re-download Zweihander. Oh right, they were having a sale
Sock?
on White Wolf games. Nice.
Okay. So what did we do? We killed a bunch of things.
Yes, and yes.
Yo, is this a
We're going to be
thing?
starting like about a week after you completed like your mission to like save these people. So
Yo, Michael,
all
you
injuries
can
and
see
everything can
this?
be treated and you can be at full.
Also, I like how you were trying to kill people. That's mean.
What am I?
I
14
don't
points
think
to
you need to buy a Maker's Mark greatsword because I might be giving you an enchanted one this session.
No, Michael, you should get a Cetus. It's a punch glove.
Yeah.
No, I had a look at that. It's light, so it's not as good as the one that I'm using.
Because he has a
Oh,
shield.
all right.
Right.
Let's put.
I don't know.
We'll
I'm just looking at some of these. See, what's hunt?
We'll tie
Oh,
some
a
rocks.
hunting sword, right? I see.
We're gonna tie some rocks so we don't have to light anymore.
The knuckle dust is a fast pummeling,
Mm-hmm.
and the
Foil.
Oh,
cest is a pummeling light, so just an offhand weapon, really.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta remember they're fast. They're
Oh,
fast.
that
I
sort of
think
foil.
minus 10% chance to.
I
Dodge,
think
yes.
yeah, it makes them harder to dodge.
there it is.
Should probably stick to one-handed weapons so I can dual wield my thing.
I mean, I'm sticking to them because that shield is so nice. Namely, it's pretty much why that bonus is pretty much why I'm not dead.
Quite
How does
welcome
a
to smash your
Foster-
piggy bank if you want. Just saying, it's like I'm going
Is
to
that a
give you
spear?
something nice.
Oh, it is a spear. I
I
see.
didn't hear a word you said, Bog.
I was just talking to Tam, telling her that she can smash her piggy bank if she wants.
Fair enough.
It's a bollock dagger.
Oh right, I was kind of discussing making a natural philosopher just because.
It's
A
like no, yes, we'll
philosopher?
be starting like about a week after the events of last session, and it will be in a party celebrating your triumphantness,
Hooray!
and the funerals of the people who didn't make it.
Don't drag down the mood.
Binding? Is that binding?
Yeah, binding is to do with like sword on sword combat. I
I was
think
looking at
it
the
gives you an
trident
extra
dagger.
parry chance or something.
I was looking at the trident dagger because that could be a neat thing to use. I don't know.
A bohemian ear spoon.
What?
What?
You heard me. It's a bohemian ear spoon.
What is?
The bohemian ear spoon. It's a spear.
Oh, it's like the bollock blade. It's like the bollock dagger. It's a lot more martial weapons, it seems. 2 pages of martial melee weapons. There's only like one
That's
of
because
simple.
most weapons are martial weapons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a point. There's a lot of
Maybe I could get a sword stick.
Ooh, this one. This is. Oh, it's weak. Never mind.
Right. I'm trying to avoid things that are weak, but almost all of these are weak. Let's see.
Well,
Let's look
they're
at these simple.
Simple weapons are basically not made as to be actual weapons. So.
Oh my god,
That's why I took knuckle dusters because they weren't weak, because punching is a weak weapon. So,
Oh, you're afraid you might break your hand on the freaking armor plating of your enemies.
no, I wanted to actually hurt things. If it's weak, you
Maybe-
can't cause past serious injuries.
Oh, and you can't. Okay, so you can't punch them and cause arterial spray to kill them instantly. Congrats.
Yeah.
Huh.
Plus,
Maybe I'll
whenever
take the sword
cause
stick.
injury, they take 2 injuries. So
Can I get a sword stick?
I'm gonna look at their.
Yeah, you
armor.
get a sword stick if you want.
I mean, I think it's about the
I can get
same.
I can
Although I
get a
can smack them.
grenade.
Get a what now?
I can get some grenades.
Wait, what?
Like
Yes.
What
Oh my
kind
god,
of grenades
gas
do you want?
grenades, net bombs.
grenades.
Are those Marshall?
Yeah.
Yep, cast iron grenade. There it is. I see it. You can get blowpipes.
I'm gonna have to read what detonate does, though.
I'm sorry, cast iron grenades do not currently exist in Hogspeak just yet.
Oh.
Damn it! Cast iron
Now I have
grenades
nothing to spend all my money on.
work in a Oh my god!
What?
So I know why Bog's saying no. They have the detonate ability. Whenever a weapon with this quality is fired, it affects multiple targets in a burst template. In addition, detonate weapons always inflict a grievous injury whenever a target suffers damage.
Ooh, that sounds.
It doesn't say you get to resist. It just says that you take the hit and that you take the injury.
that's
Sure,
not a.
Maybe
you drop one of those in a group of big tough orcs and they all die. You know, it's like it's like
Yeah.
you're throwing a grenade at them. Who'd have thought?
Oh, there's spring-loaded knives. I see.
Ooh, that sounds pretty cool.
That's the trident dagger. I was expecting the little thing that jut out to be permanently there, but no, they're just spring-loaded.
That wouldn't be effective to use.
It says these spring-loaded knives look like ordinary
No, I
blades.
mean,
with
if
the
it was
click of a
always
button.
stuck out, it wouldn't be useful. You're supposed to stab people, and then it goes shing. Out to the side.
Swagger stick. What?
What you mean? Ket's newest weapon?
Yeah, pretty
No,
much.
there's a swagger stick as an actual weapon.
Yep.
Pretty much it is. Yeah. It's
Scythes, pickaxes, gauntlet swords. Cool.
Pavis has to be emplaced.
Bollock dagger. It's a fucking dick-shaped blade. Maybe I should. I didn't debate it.
I guess just my straight up metal shield is pretty good, isn't it?
Yep.
Where's it that describes the things? I'm trying to find what binding is. Ah, here it is. Reach,
Yeah,
recoil.
let's get a Rebaldacine. It's basically
Okay,
a
so
cannon, but it's a shotgun.
Vicious just increases the amount of whether or not it inflicts injuries. I see. Okay. Light. Whether weapons or shields of this quality are held in your offhand. Okay, that's the offhand one. Binding. There it is. Whenever a foe is threatened with a disarm of this quality, they suffer a -10 base chance when resisting its effects. Okay, so if I disarm them.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
I see
easier
what
to
that means.
disarm people with a binding weapon.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I'm trying to decide whether or not to take a cane sword or a trident dagger.
I like how ranged weapons have 3 categories now. You've got gunpowder weapons, you've got missile weapons, and then you have witch science weapons.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's new and fancy.
You cannot
Yeah,
buy things from Witch Science yet.
Yeah, that's like
That's the technology that they're reverse engineering.
Yes.
technology. Is it any wonder people are afraid of technology?
People are afraid of technology because they're wimps, just like they're afraid of eating wyverns because they're like, it's corrupted by chaos. Wah wah wah.
They
Like
grow
a
extra toes. I don't understand.
You have to prepare the wyvern properly. It's like a puppet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, you
Sword
ingest
stick?
tetrodotoxin and die
Sword
horribly.
stick or trident dagger? What do you guys think?
Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything there that I'm looking to buy right now. So
I think I'll save my money. I'm good.
I mean, a
Oh.
sword
You're
stick's
saving
only
up for
3
full
gold
plate, aren't
coins.
you?
No, no. I'm looking to invest in something even better.
What is that?
I need lots of money though, so it's all right. You'll know when I have enough money.
You trying to buy a battle wagon?
Try to buy an inn.
An inn?
That's my inn.
Oh, that would be horribly expensive?
Yeah, it is. It's like
yeah,
1,600 gold or something.
yeah, that's gonna go so well for you because the last time we tried to buy land or property went so well.
I don't know.
I'm
I
just
might
gonna-
have missed that.
I'm gonna take a huge. I'm just gonna buy a sword stick, I guess. Cause that goes. Cause they're not. Oh no, they are finesse weapons still. Shit. Okay.
Okay.
We need to buy an inn, some place to retire. We can't torture people every day.
No,
Or
you
maybe you're
can.
buying the inn so you can torture people every day.
Yeah.
Fuck. Why are all the simple melee weapons fucking finesse or slow?
Because they're not weapons. They're tools that have been turned into weapons.
I'm trying to
So,
find one that doesn't have finesse, because then they would like probably do more damage because it goes because my agility bonus is only like a 4.
yep.
I
don't
guess I'll
know
take the
what.
sword stick.
Okay.
It's only-
Okay, well, now that
It's
Is
only like
everyone
3
done
gold coins.
shopping?
I'm done with any kind of active
Yep,
shopping.
done
I'll be
shopping.
browsing, but it won't interfere.
Let's see, that's 3 puts me down to.
Let's go to the party.
Woo, buddy!
Party/wake? What is this? Hang on.
Well, I mean, the week's over, which is why this
Oh.
is happening a week after, rather than
Oh, okay.
like the day, like
Fair enough.
days following. So, yes, there is a raucous party going on.
It's quite the romp.
Huh.
It would be. It's really dark.
Well,
There it is.
Damage
yeah.
weapon. I never figure out what the hell I do for damage weapon modifier.
We're not using modifying
there we
rolls
are.
for it, so just leave that alone.
Okay.
If you have like a offhand or something that will give you +1, just put +1 in there.
Oh no, I'm just trying to make sure I fill these out properly.
Oh look, that one that you made a mistake on is still there. Awesome.
What? Oh, for
The what now?
The one token
Bad.
that we could control.
bad PCs, bad.
Oh, I can't move it.
Yeah, because I
What's
deleted.
going on? Wait, what happened? I was.
Don't worry about
They
it.
found something fun and exploited it, so I had to remove it. They is the reason you can't have nice things.
No, the reason we can't have nice things is because the GM is busy trying to kill us or refusing to sell us the deed to the demon's castle.
Engaged.
What, where the goblins live?
Yeah.
Oh,
Turn that into a nice tavern.
yeah.
No, I was just saying I was just saying. Well, I mean, you could, but it's a little off the beaten path. I was just saying, acquire that property. So if we need to do something with it, we just can.
Homestead.
I mean, people
make a
come
small
for the
town.
goblins, and they'll stay for the demon. It's a good tavern.
Get big enough plot of land, make its own town.
Yeah, make my own town. That's right. Make my own town with hookers and blackjack.
I mean, why wouldn't you have a town with those? Those
Yeah.
are necessities.
I mean, that's the
Food and
economy,
water.
right?
Yeah.
The steamy sausage. That's a terrible name.
Steamy sausage.
Ello and get along great.
It's a great name. Okay. All right. Sure it is. Yep.
makes The steamy sausage.
If you don't name your inn that, you might end up staying in an inn or maybe a brothel named that.
Okay.
The steam. Paul Mast. Alright.
By the
Well, we
way,
don't know what I'm doing.
Drinking.
So yeah, someone else is covering your tab, so if you want to get drunk, you can
Oh.
get drunk.
That's
You
their
have
problem.
just given him. It's like, who's that one guy again? Hold on.
I'm drinking the good stuff.
Yeah.
You're just sitting
So
there
what are you
going,
saying,
how
Devil?
expensive can I order without being cut
no,
off?
I wanted to see if I could like sneakily, during the week just find like the rat place and then like go talk to them.
Yeah, you could go talk
Okay,
to the rats before
Eloy,
the party
as an
starts.
out of character thing, out of character I can see what you're going for, but also out of character, if you're ever offered to drink, you should, because it inevitably means we're gonna get into a combat. Not really, but I didn't drink last. But the last time I didn't drink when it was paid for, I lost a fate point.
I just
Don't worry, I have rum on me. Or a week.
Michael Sherdeath is change your last name to Malloy at some point because you're just fucking Michael Malloy now.
Alright. I see.
Someone's,
No, I don't. What? Someone give me the reference, please.
Michael Malloy was like some guy from like the 20s or something that was a drunkard, right? And
You punched people?
no, no, I'm saying like he was basically on like these guys tried to kill him by having him drink himself to death, and it didn't work. It got to the point where they like gave him like wood alcohol, and he asked for seconds and shit.
Jesus Christ.
Wood alcohol
He,
doesn't necessarily send you blind, just usually.
No, it wasn't wood alcohol. It was
Like wood polish alcohol.
yeah, like wood like wood polish alcohol.
Oh, well, yeah, that would be bad.
He drank that as much as he drank normal alcohol. Left, come back the next day asking for more and shit. So they gave him like expired oysters. Nothing happened, and like
Okay.
Yes, but yes,
they had
what
they
is
gave him a sandwich of
what is
carpet
Neil
tacks and
doing with the rat
sardines.
people?
Do what?
I was
Rat
was
people.
going to say.
Oh,
Uh,
yes, someone wasn't here and missed the rat people.
What?
What is
What?
Neil doing with the rat people? Everyone shut up for a minute.
I wanted to talk to them and be like, kid's been missing for a while, so I don't know if you should be worried about that. But like, I found um on the like, so these are the rats that we trust. These
Yes, this
specifically
is Face and, his buddies.
from like
Neo not
the
in the bar.
not like he probably is, but not now. Like this is before this.
Yes.
He's going to be like, I got some like the orcs like attacked us with some weapons, and he'll like pass him one of the pistols.
Okay. So, he thanks you very much, and he explains that the Skurzak forces in general are in a bit of disarray right now, and there are lots of people that have lost track of, but they're pretty hardy folk, and you shouldn't be concerned about it.
Okay. Well, like I just picked up some, so wanted to give this to you. Maybe you could sell it or make use of it.
Certainly be useful.
And then I'll thank him for his time and leave.
Okay.
Um,
What?
damn it. No, like I wanted to see if like I could sell him stuff, like sell him things, but I just feel like it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you are
Because the only
quite
things I
possible.
have,
Yeah, you are quite capable of selling him things. You just don't have that much that he's interested in, other than the pistol which you just gave him.
yeah.
And your body, but
Oh, I know. One more thing. The orcs had these goggles. I don't know what they're about.
Did
Like I can see people, I guess.
oh yeah, that's right. You pocketed some, didn't you?
Yes, I pocketed one.
Yeah.
How? Just one pistol or like?
No, he
Oh
got
no, I
like
had
3 pistols.
I
Oh my
had
god.
He basically looted like half the bodies before the guards finally stopped him.
no. What
You just
happened was
sitting
I
there
got
with-
one through sneaking. I got another one through sneaking and lying, and the third one was a gift to me, so I could use during the fight, and then I gave that back, so they could
Yeah.
tinker with that.
Yep.
So I still have one pistol and 14 witchfire shots.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Start
Ye-
capping some bitches.
This is for emergencies. I don't know what you're talking about.
But yes.
Um,
Nick, what were you doing?
I said I don't think I'm going to use the goggles just because they draw too much attention. Wanted to know if I could like trade or sell this to you, because I think you'd have more use out of it than I would.
He takes a look at them and is like, could certainly put these to use. How much do you want for them?
What do you suggest? Because I know jack about this technological stuff.
Like, I think 20 gold sounds fair.
I'm gonna scrutinize him. That is a lot of money, but like still,
Yeah.
Just
we're
trying to
doing
see if he's not
business.
trying to scam your ass.
I don't think he would.
Oh.
Yes, I
That's
don't think this rat would try to scam me at all.
that's 8, 9 degrees of success.
10?
No, 9. I have 7 in perception.
Oh right, I was adding your tens number. Fuck. The
Guess what he's going to roll to oppose that?
Got like 80 in.
Something's gonna be real good in.
Apparently he's not very good at making deals.
Oh,
Like,
poor
it is
guy.
obviously worth more than 20 gold to him.
I go.
Come on.
Add a 0, and you're probably going to get closer to its actual value.
I don't think it's worth 20 gold. And she's gonna give him a look with like his hand on his hip. Like, come on now.
What kind of fucking pose is that?
Okay, how about 60?
Mm,
But that's what it's really worth, I assure you.
Proceeds to roll scrutinize again.
how about 50 and a favor in the future?
10 gold's worth of favor isn't that much favor, my friend.
That's true. Maybe some training instead. I know that you're real good at using these firearms, and I like them, so I would like to receive better, uh, more sophisticated training than what I could possibly learn out on the surface.
Out of character, excellently done. But deal with their whole superiority complex. Use it to your advantage.
Yeah. Like, I think I can have someone arrange to teach you how to use the martial firearms a little better.
Excellent. And then he gives him a hug. He's like, okay.
You're not sure, but you're pretty sure, like, you think he might have blushed, and he does, like, makes a weird noise and wiggles strangely.
Okay.
Is that the sound of? It was not. Okay. I was just wondering, was that the sound of him making a resolve test to not
Yes,
jump
he
Neil's bones right there?
yes, he like pulls out sack of gold and counts off the 50 that he's going to give you for it, and it's like, transaction is complete.
Okay. Let me put that in my monies.
As Neil just happens to acquire 50 gold pieces. I don't think that achievement's quite worth the song.
Copyright strike.
It's not how that works.
It's alright. It's bad, so it doesn't count.
I'm pretty sure that he can quietly edit out your audio for this part of it.
Is the guy gone?
What?
No, he's there.
Guy,
That's where people are
push,
singing in the background.
please
Sorry.
push the dog.
Sorry.
Don't want to listen to Bohemian Rhapsody? You monster.
No.
No. I left to go get water, and then me and my mom just started singing Bohemian Rhapsody. My bad. I'll push.
Okay.
She has her music on pretty loud.
It's fine. Just
Future
anyway.
reference.
Okay. So, do we show up at this party?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm already there.
Remember, if you're drinking, take corruption.
Oh yeah, crap.
This is why you stay sober, kids.
Or else
Winks to
you'll take
camera.
corruption. Or else you'll take corruption. Next thing you know, you'll have chicken feet like Barack.
Also, that's a very
Get
important
that.
point. No one's standing next to Barack. One
No one is
corruption per attempt to get drunk. So, like, if
Why
you're
not point
drinking
corruption?
socially here, like, you can just take 2 if you want to do that. But if you're, like, drinking super heavily, then, like, 3 or 4.
if you're an alcoholic.
Damn it.
If you're Michael, take 5.
Because, yes, this goes on for a while.
Take 3.
Yep.
I'll take 2.
Same. Shit.
Ooh, that's a
That's
critical. It was a -10.
Okay, now I'm really drunk.
Now he is
Okay.
fucking Malloy over here.
Okay, I actually failed my drunken checks. So that's
I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to be drunk, you can just be drunk, because someone else is picking up the tab, and
just wanted to roll.
yep. And you paid corruption.
Yep. I paid corruption, I get to roll the dice. Damn it. Oh no, I don't get affected by alcohol. I'm fine.
Yeah,
Oh, but do you see
everyone
any
here but Alfred has, like,
pretty
some weird
things that you want to chase after?
And Elwyn.
Oh crap, yeah. Let me check that.
Y'all can't forget about the Grendel.
Yeah, I was going to say, with Neil in the room, I think anybody who's failed their roll for furry might be going for that automatically.
I mean, I finally
Well, there are only
succeeded
2
with that shit,
people
thank
left with
God.
a little bit of Grendel in them.
Resolve, right?
Well,
Yeah,
of course
resolve.
Neil doesn't have a little bit of Grendel in him. He has a whole lot of Grendel in him.
Oh, he
Is
is a Grendel.
He can be between 90
No,
and
I'm fine.
95% Grendel
Aren't,
at a
like,
time.
lycanthropes also considered Grendels, something like that?
No.
No.
Speaking of which, we should totally start getting premium materia from Neil. Michael, you crit failed your test. It's your job today.
I just crit failed my drunkenness. I'm not interested in
Right.
sexy goat boys.
It doesn't matter if you're in sexy goat boys. Do you know how much prime materia sells for? Neither do I, but I'm pretty sure it's a lot.
Like, I wasn't aware
I
any
don't
of you
know.
had alchemy.
It's fine.
It's fine. We're only gonna cause a massive
And
explosion if
also,
we fuck it up.
See, extract it. Getting premium material require you roll survival to find it. We've already found it. Extracting it doesn't require a roll. It
Suddenly,
does require skill, rank, and alchemy, but it also requires a knife. But I'm pretty sure we're not castrating Neil, so
What
I'm
the
pretty sure we're
fuck?
extracting from a corpse as opposed to willing extraction from the still alive goat. So
I
I'm sure
just
it's fine.
Legathos are actually underneath the render tab. Weird.
Go on, Michael.
suddenly just
Go get that
super
goat.
scared for the boy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Yes.
freak out the poor little goat boy. It's
Yeah,
okay.
so as this raucous party goes on and you all drink and no one sits near Barack,
Well, think about it this way.
Why is no one sitting near Barack?
because he
He
smells
he's
terrible.
He's
I have
stinky.
bog stench.
He's so
I
bad
literally
smelling. He
that-
hurts people with his stench.
Yeah, I was gonna say I literally smell so bad it will knock you unconscious.
What
It's like-
was
it's-
that for? What did you do?
He ate a bog.
What?
I ate 6 bogs actually.
Okay.
Two behemoths and a few bog things.
Three bog behemoths and 3 bog things. It was great. It was a good
Yeah.
day.
I remember that. I remember killing them. I didn't know you ate them. The
Of
hell?
course I ate them.
Yeah, of course, it was Barack. You assume he didn't eat them?
The
He
only
smells like a
thing
middle school locker room full of axe.
the only thing I don't
No,
eat
that'd
is
be like a relief compared to his smell. He smells like he fell in sewage and then, I don't
Axe
know,
smells like
threw
shit,
up.
though. I've just seen people cake that shit on like shower in a can.
moving on.
Yes. Yes. As this raucous party goes on, the various researchers and like department heads come in carrying a cauldron and like a weird lantern thing with like a pipe, a flexi pipe thing connected from the cauldron to the like
They brought a
lantern.
really big bong.
What?
Oh,
They brought a really big bong.
No, no, they didn't.
Yes.
It's like, and they pronounce like whilst the cost might have been high, the rewards have been amazing. New sciences from which to improve all our lives. And then Igmigdius pulls out his it's like bottled lightning and pours it into the cauldron, and the light pops on. You can move it around, and the cauldron's making a weird looks kind of like there's a storm in it, and every now and then there's like a spark of light that like shoots out. But
oh.
it's like it's a miracle science. It will improve all of our lives.
Yeah, so let's say nobody's dead, so it's fine.
Yeah, not yet at least.
It's fine.
Yes. Then Igmigdius starts on a long diatribe about how it works, and pretty much everyone except for Pigman is has very obviously has no idea what he's going on about it.
I have 1 rank in education. I can guess what some of the verbs are all about.
Yeah.
I don't know what the air speed velocity of an unladen swallow has to do with anything, but
It has nothing to do with it. It's all about the airspeed velocity of a swallow that's been hit by lightning.
But the swallow has to be unladen or else the test is corrupt.
Oh, the test is always corrupt. There's far too much witchstone in it.
Sorry, I'm sure this is heresy, but okay. All
So we
this.
can
Yes, and then of course, Pigment speaks out about how this is all obviously heresy, and then Igmigdius changes his diatribe somewhat, and whilst literally no one here would understand other than him, it's a decent explanation of electromagnetism and how it works.
Heretic. Science.
Yeah,
I
I
sense
Okay.
heresy.
was about to say this is the Dark Ages. Science is heresy. If you don't say it's powered by the will of the God Emperor, then you're a heretic.
Hmm.
You have noticed a lot of merchants and stuff and wealthy people being rather insistent that Witchstone isn't inherently evil. Like, you've been hearing a lot of that over the last week or so.
Uh-huh.
Lots of people kind of, like, there's been lots of scuttlebutt about what's going on here, and lots of people are being like, you can do such good things, it can't be all that bad.
But I'm sure nobody within a 10-foot radius of Inquisitor Pigment is saying that.
Yeah. Pigment looks very concerned and confused. But yes, Magnus is carrying a large box and walks over to Elowin? Elowin?
The elf.
You got it. You
Yes,
got it. Fast
Elowin.
try.
And then walks
First try.
past Barack, because Barack smells terrible.
Uh-huh.
Cake some axe on that shit.
Doesn't know
And
what he's
like,
talking
he opens up the big box and is like, you did... Exactly. It's like,
I know.
thanks
it
to your
makes it make it
incredible work
stronger.
out there, we survived. So I pulled some strings with the Inquisition, and this is something that I made long ago, back when we were assessing which runes to put on the Inquisition weapons. And he pulls out a great sword with the rune on it that allows you to bypass armor.
Nice.
Motherfucker just gets an enchanted weapon.
I mean, I was taught debating making a runesmith, but nobody seemed interested, so.
Everyone seemed interested. You mad
Runes are
man.
good.
If we ever acquired Witchstone, maybe I would.
If you ever went looking for Witchstone, you would find it. It's actually not that hard to find in the city for some reason.
We know Skurzak. Can't we just like go buy it?
For like 50
Like, you have
gold.
like, this party has literally done that before. It just might have been before you guys were, like, joined it.
Before I joined, it sounds like everything cool happened in the first 7 sessions.
There was some things that happened, yeah.
Something.
Still a little bit rough.
You burnt down a store.
Yeah, that was fun.
It looks like you bold printed Generations implying that you were gonna fuck someone. I'm just saying.
What?
If you read what she said, the very Generations is
She
very
lasts for
popular.
generations too. She's a fine weapon.
I'm just saying.
I first read that she tits her head confused, and I was so fucking lost.
Elves' heads are also boobs. That's how it works, apparently.
What?
Oh yes, Magnus 6. Okay.
I don't get it.
Shouldn't it be Alex, though? Because Alex is the one who harps on that all the time.
Is this an inside joke?
But Olivier is way better, so.
I don't
No,
get it.
it's not. It's just a reference to something you don't know.
I
Yeah,
don't get
clearly.
it.
Oh, I didn't remember that part.
Is this Full Alchemist?
Yes.
Thing?
Congrats.
Okay, yeah, I know. I only know the memes of the intro.
So yes, Magnus explains that it looks like some of the restrictions on their research and work are going to be lightened a little in light of what they've learned from their marathon efforts. It's like, hopefully I'll actually be able to get an apprentice now and maybe do a little bit broader work rather than just churning out these admittedly very fine quality weapons for the Inquisition. Oh, he also gives you like a book of paperwork that explains that you legally own that sword, and it's legally brewed up.
Oh yes, otherwise it's heresy.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's still the problem is it's still heresy. It's just it's just that's
You have a
because
license.
rather than the law. No, it's not the license. It's the species. Remember the setting, everyone. Remember the setting.
Yes, it would be very awkward if an Inquisitor came along and asked you for that paperwork and you didn't have it.
That would cause some issues.
Potentially neither. You don't actually have to have either of those to ruin a weapon. I think.
It does have to be Castle Forged to be a ruined weapon.
Oh.
It,
Oh no, haven't looked at it further.
it explicitly says in the like how to put runes on a weapon. It says that it has to be Castle Forged and you have to have made it.
Okay. When I say a bit, I mean a month.
But yes, I mean it is Maker's Mark and Castle Forged, so it is a really good sword.
Doesn't that give like a +2 to damage or something?
Maker's Mark is a +15 to hit, and Castle Forge means that it can't be broken.
+5 to hit.
Yeah, +5. 5, 15, they're both numbers.
And Castle
she's
Forge
gonna
means
be-
it's not breakable.
Yep,
She's gonna be fucking clocking bitches with that thing.
that's the idea.
Straight up decapitating fools.
And what's his name? The head of surgery comes over and whispers some things to Pigment. And they go off over into a corner by themselves and continue talking quietly amongst themselves.
I'm going to eavesdrop on them.
Okay. Yes, just
Eavesdrop.
talking.
I want to
There
reroll
it
that.
is.
I want you to succeed, but you're in like a busy place and I really can't justify giving
Why
you
is
like
it only 80? Why does oh whatever. Well, it doesn't matter now. I'll just ask her about it later. It's fine.
Yep. So, yes, and Igmictius comes up and Spice talks to Galfred and tries to make sure Barak will also hear, but doesn't want to stand next to him and explains that we have made such... We've made... The science will help the city greatly. And also, it has attracted the attention of Lord Measures. He's decided to buy my prototype and borrow one of my researchers to explain the things. I don't know. He's paying good gold, and like I don't quite mind losing my friend for. I suppose you wouldn't even really call him like he rambles on like this for a while, and he explains that there is a group of people heading up to the Measures mansion on top of that mountain, and that you guys are invited there. Like you're basically being invited to like the closest thing to a resort that this place has. It's technically not part of the city. It has like its own it's its own little town and has its own little laws. But yeah, like fancy people and nobles and like well-off mercenary companies go there and party basically.
And they're letting a low-born scum into it.
So you guys have done good work. You did like crazy good things. And you're also escorting this valuable prototype with them.
That's
really fighting us.
That's the kicker.
And you don't have to go.
Yes, but it's not like we're gonna turn it down. Let's be real.
Yep.
Not this group.
I'm fine with that. We'll go.
Okay.
That sounds
Yeah.
great. Need some
Although
time
the
off from all these murders.
monster killings.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh shit! I forgot to buy something.
What were you gonna buy?
Plague Doctor's mask and some wolfsbane.
No, never mind.
Yes, because that won't look weird at all.
What, the mask?
Yeah, just walking around with it on.
Yeah, it looks weird. Trust me.
It
I
has
go
a
with this all the
purpose.
time.
Yeah, I bet it does.
It does have a purpose.
But
It's not one of those parties.
No, it's not. That's not what that's for.
Or it might be. I don't know.
No, I'm not. It's not because it's a masquerade. It's for something else.
okay.
Hmm.
But yes, everyone roll rumors to figure out what you know about Lord and Lady Measure.
Along with consulting your notes, because I'm pretty sure they've been mentioned repeatedly.
Yeah, like they've been mentioned as
got
far as
notes.
they own the mining town just over, and they have a big mansion. It's like a resort on top of the mountain.
That's 6 degrees of success.
Okay.
Hey, I got 5.
I know things. Hang on.
Yep. Nope. Fuck that. That's a
No-
crit fail.
no
I don't know
rumors?
jack diddly shit.
You've heard that they are werewolves, and that
Oh.
they viciously and savagely devour anyone who crosses them.
Oh.
Awesome.
Uh.
So,
Aren't crit fails fun?
yeah, I was gonna say, so let's go get some portable silvering kits and have some fun.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes, but yes, for the people of you who didn't crit fail,
I'll tell
Let
you
me
that's
just
fucking
check.
stupid.
No, I don't know.
okay.
how would they
Well, I mean, like,
crit fucking fail? Jesus Christ.
yes, like base level knowledge is, you know, that they're elves and they've been there for a very long time. It is strongly rumored that they are some of the lucky few that got to keep their immortality, and also that they like keep primeval bats and like ride around on them and do like hunts on them because they're really fancy like that.
The fuck?
Okay.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Because you know they're mad rich and powerful and have been there for like literally centuries.
When you got nothing but money and time, what else did you fucking do?
Yeah, you breed giant bats to ride around on.
Yeah.
Anyone could ride a
Sure,
horse.
I'll give you that. Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of want to buy fine clothing so I can look good when we go to this party.
I thought you had fine clothing.
No, I don't think so.
Probably not. We don't.
It'd
we
probably
don't
be
know.
ruined over your adventures.
Certainly had
No, I
small
mean like
clothing.
I bought small clothing.
Yes.
I have Garch attire and I have dark clothing.
Okay. But yes, you guys are off to a party, and then like a week or so of relaxation.
Woo! Assuming we make it there alive.
You apparently have a hot spring, and hunting, and fancy parties.
Ooh.
Skurzak assassins. Oh wait, that comes later.
Yeah.
Okay, so before you guys head out to this city, not city, like this mansion on top of a hill, is there anything else you want to do in town?
Like I said, the
Um,
gas mask and wolfbane.
Yeah.
I want to buy fine clothing for the party, which is 20 gold.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I
I
gas mask
suppose
cost,
this
anyways.
level of nobles, I can't. Since we're dealing with actual nobles, I won't be. I can't just get away with my military attire. So
I'm gonna get some more rum.
You only spend your money on alcohol.
Stocks are running low. Don't judge me.
Right. How much would a plague doctor's mask cost exactly in like some wolfsbane?
Those are both things with cost values in the like book.
Oh right.
It's a few silver for Plague Doctor's mask.
The plague mask is 2 gold coins.
Oh,
Wolfsbane is 2 silver
What
for
is it?
the sprig.
So like, what am I looking at? 2 gold, 4 silver here.
If you want 2
Yeah.
Wolfsbanes, then yeah.
I
Gotta replace
also
this shit.
buy fine perfume by the bottle.
So
Okay.
I just want to I want to point something out, by the way. So, well, no, I'd say an inn could be compared about to a town home. What do you think?
you turn it into an inn.
Oh, never mind. There's a never mind. There's a coaching station at inn. I just
Yeah,
mentioned
it's like so
coaching.
people will show up.
Never mind then. Entertainment. Come on.
Yes. You're
There it
talking
is.
about like an inn along the road.
Fine clothing. Yeah, that's 20 gold. Fashionable clothing.
I'm quite content to wear my normal clothes.
I
I
can
mean,
pick
at
up
least
some
they have
fashion.
fashionable clothing.
Yep. Fashionable
May as well
clothing
have
is
some.
good.
Oh, I know. Look at my fashion. I'll get my fashionable clothing castle forged because it'll still be cheaper than your fucking fine clothing.
I don't know if you can get Castle Forge like fashionable clothes, but sure, if you want to, that's fine.
Nah, I'm good. I was just snarking him because fine clothes are expensive.
Yeah, I know. I was just thinking in my
They
mind,
have full
could you do
clothes?
that? Actually, I think Castle Forge can only be applied to weapons or armor, and clothes don't count as armor.
Yeah, it's if you're purchasing a weapon, shield, or armor that's fit for an aristocrat, it's automatically castle forged.
Yeah. Okay, my bad. So, are we all done in
How much?
town?
I guess what was it? 2 silver per thing. So just 12 by 4, and then that's it. I guess just replace the shit and be done.
Yeah. Oh, also, like,
So
you can't just buy multiple doses of Wolfbane at once. They all run out at the same time.
The plan was to replace the shit inside the mask with the Wolfsbane.
Yeah, like, yeah, you can do that. That's fine, that is something you can do, but Wolfsbane doesn't stay good forever.
Shit.
It'll be good for like a few weeks.
What are you
That's plenty
doing?
of time for us to acquire more money or die.
I mean, it's
Oh,
the
by
best
the way,
solution we got right now.
I hope you're aware that thanks to you, we are single-handedly probably going to get way more peril threats. And it's all your fault.
Me or
Yes. No.
why?
Wait, yes, you.
Why?
Because you are indestructible to straight combat.
Oh,
Remember,
right.
regenerate every single round. Ergo, perils is the only way to knock you down.
No, only on my turn. No, it's only on my turn.
Yeah, and there were 3 orcs with like freaking battle axes chopping on you, and you were not caring.
They also couldn't choke me, so that was there's that.
No, she's not in
Yeah.
here.
So was it like two? Was it 2 per stock of Wolfsbane or something?
Yeah,
2 silver per sprig.
yeah, but
Alright.
like my point is you can't like buy multiple sprigs and like switch them
I
as
guess
you
I'll
go
just-
because they'll lose their effectiveness at the same time.
I guess I'll just buy 1 sprig then, so I'll just be down 2 silver instead of 4.
So I asked Inquisitor Pikmin what was the conversation about.
She explains that believe that there's an alchemical process that could greatly enhance her abilities, but it's still experimental, and there are going to be definite side effects. No, she's not in here.
Alchemical Super Inquisitor.
She becomes
Oh.
Captain America, but for Inquisitors and fighting heretics.
I hope you don't die.
Yeah.
Captain Religion.
Mrs. Hyde.
Yes, but
So
yes,
is she-
she has invited you to her room to talk,
Uh-huh.
and she has
Talk.
talk this time. She has put her like sword and pistol down to the side of her, beyond her reach, and it's like, there are questions about you, Neo, that I just can't ignore anymore.
Oh no.
Are we gonna have to bust into her room and murder the Inquisitor in the middle of the party? This is gonna be crap.
Oh, great.
What do you mean? Slow, sweat.
Sweats and goat.
I can't ignore that you obviously have horns and a cute little tail.
Lucky for you, she's
And you poisoned that orc.
Lucky for you, she's into
You-
that too.
He would have killed you. I had no choice. He looks like sad and is like looking at her, but like not like is looking down.
Character sheet. This. Where? There you are. Okay. Nice 30, not 300.
Oh god.
Huzzah! Love wins today!
Yeah, we see if she passed her resolve, she'd have to kill Neil or something.
She wouldn't have, jumped straight into it, but she would have continued to be an Inquisitor.
Meaning she would have soon started trying to kill Neil, and we would have had enough time to find out what was up and get up there before she murdered him. And then probably all get murdered.
I mean, probably.
Yes,
She should only be able to get me with her pistol. Don't worry.
Yeah, Eloin's not gonna fucking do shit about it.
Yes, Pigman explains it. The world is changing so quickly, and all these things that seemed so straightforward before don't make sense anymore.
Because they're
I don't think I can
That
keep being an
rhyme.
Inquisitor.
Mm.
What happens
What a
if you
twist.
become an Inquisitor?
I don't know. Like, I've taken sacred vows, which I'm not supposed to. But I suppose I already have.
Let's say the severance package is not very good.
Well, seeing as the severance package is being either smited by their god.
Neil looks very
ev-
concerned and then sits next to her, places a hand on her, and is like, "Oh, why don't we talk about it and see what we can do?"
Oh my god, recruit the Inquisitor to the deep end. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. Go away.
Doable. Actually, since we're talking about her so much. No, that is not what I meant to do. But she is. I'm sure there's ways to do that. There probably are, but I don't know hotkeys. So where are you? You're attempting to console her about her decision to leave the Inquisition.
Oh shit, is that what's going on?
Yeah.
It seems like it.
I I mean, I knew she was having a crisis, but I thought it might have been sort of a change to being slightly less hardcore, not just leave the Inquisition.
I mean, you can only be hardcore and not, so.
No, you can pretend to be hardcore.
Well,
The
I
Inquisitor's
don't
on
think she
Paladin.
knows how to pretend.
Yeah, I don't think Inquisitors are very good at pretending.
Yeah. When has she not gone ham on a thing?
Mm.
Maybe you could leave for a different town or take up a new name.
I want to click that, but I can't.
What? Oh,
The YouTube link.
yeah.
This is why you have 2 monitors.
Yeah, but it still would
Oh, it's
pop up
Powerpuff
on my main
Girls.
monitor, which is getting captured. But yeah, like, yeah, it's like, I'm really not sure of the process. I don't think it's that bad. I'm sure people have left before, but I can't exactly sneak away. The Inquisition like, is represented across the entire world, and we are trained investigators.
I see. Um, I'm not sure what to do. Uh, this- and then he's like dies and he cries a little and
Oh,
It's our goat boy in love.
shush, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Who's our goat boy playing the Inquisitor for all she's worth before
Yeah,
stealing
she
her stuff?
decides not to worry about it, and you bone.
No, that's not what I meant.
Fernangles the shit out of her.
is that what the kids are calling it these days?
Damn kids ruining all the good things.
What?
I'm just saying you're ruining
Never mind.
everything, that's all.
Oh look,
Is
another
because
boat
it's
just showed up.
Yes, the ports have
What's
been
the
rather
tango?
busy of late. Oops, shit, that's not... The hell did I
What
even
now?
click
What?
on?
Press Control Z, Control Z.
I am,
Hog
it's...
beak exploded.
There we go.
Okay, hog beak unexploded.
Yes, but yes, you come to the conclusion that whatever's going to happen, it's probably not going to happen anytime soon. She's going to, like, she's decided that she's going to look into the other, like, anyone else who's chosen to quit and see what the policy is there and what the reality is, and then she's gonna figure out what to do from there. And she
Okay.
wants you to continue to be part of her life.
Oh my. His tail wiggles underneath his clothing.
Shit.
Of course.
Be your pet him.
imps.
So
God damn it! Sorry.
like um uh I don't know what to do. Like I really like you and all, but also like going on these adventures, and I don't want to like force you to get murdered if you come with me.
Get murdered. Ah, that's cute. She's probably better than the entire party combined.
Shush, he's concerned.
Not, like, that
Concerned
crazy
goat.
powerful.
No offense, but you flat out told us that if we went toe to toe with Pigment alone, she would probably kill us all.
Yeah, and that was like when you're all basic tier.
That's how it started.
You guys are
And
way
then she only
stronger
has
than you were then.
she only has one gun, so I might be able to knock it out of her hand.
Yeah, no, she doesn't have a bandolier or pistol. She only got one.
But it's got Witchfire in it.
One that will insta kill you.
Yes.
You guys aren't mooks, it doesn't insta-kill you guys.
No, but that
Unless
fire
it crits.
will. Anyway, so yeah,
Why is the
Uh,
doctor at the gate?
Because,
what?
yes,
They're
this is
worried
the
about
fellow who's being, like, commissioned to go up and,
Oh,
teach
okay.
Lord Measure about stuff. So he's waiting there
Oh.
politely whilst everyone else, for everyone else to assemble to travel on up there.
Oh, so that's not Raven?
No?
Raven, whatever her name was.
No, Raven was the, person that totally didn't know magic, but, really did.
Oh, yeah, right. Yep.
But yes. Yes, as far as Inquisition stuff goes, that can be put on hold for a little while. There doesn't need to be immediate action on that.
Okay. Poor Inquisitor Pigment.
So
Her
Neil, her heart. This is for Neil. It's great. He attempts to give her a kiss and say, "Okay, we can talk more about this later. How about we celebrate that you don't want to kill me?"
I'm supposed to want to kill you, I just can't want to kill you. And she hugs you and kisses you.
It's those damn pheromones.
I mean, I think that's a good enough reason to celebrate as any. Someone's not killing you today.
Fair enough.
That's quite fair indeed.
So the party continues long into the night, I'm thinking.
And Neil and the Inquisitor gets busy. It's fine.
Yep.
Don't worry about it.
They get busy.
And then you are free to move on to
We're gonna
down
get
at
back and
the
she's gonna
gate.
have a fucking. We're gonna get back and she's gonna fucking propose. I hope you know that. Cause fuck those gender role bullshit. She's an inquisitor. She don't care.
No half elves are coming out of this party. All right, that's fine.
Half elves are not a thing in this world.
It's gonna be.
I don't think elves exactly made outside their current thing.
I mean, would it be the elf equivalent of a bogan?
Maybe.
So that's
No,
what
I think that's just a bogan.
Yeah.
So if an elf and a human do it, a bogan comes out.
No.
They're probably not compatible. There you go. You don't have to worry about having any half elves. Go for it. Just not with Neil, because who knows what will happen there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that would definitely result in Grendel.
Yeah, I was about to say the problem is that it flat out says Grendels can do with basically anybody, and it results in Grendel, and you just got to deal with it. So don't fail your roll for furry on Neil.
Neil is into alternative.
That's why you could succeed.
I'm not there, by the way.
Oh, you're not? Oh yeah, you're not. Where are you?
No,
I'm gonna drop him on the map.
Yeah, I'm trying to do a better job of keeping the people that I'm not using just off screen. It's way
Okay,
bigger than I need it to be.
I destroy neighboring towns. Wait. Okay.
There you go.
I am Mega Michael. Fear me.
So you meet up with the various other people who are going there. It's basically like a rotation of workers going up there to work for like the season or whatever. A whole bunch of like supplies going up with them, and the prototype and this professor person. And yes, there are carriages for all of you if you want to ride in style.
Oh, nice.
Style.
Except for Carl, there are no carriages for the horse.
Oh.
That's
Carl
great.
can
I'm
ride
riding
style.
Carl, so it's fine.
You ride Carl into the carriage and then dare the scientists tell you not to.
He's a good boy. He needs a rest every now and then too.
Okay. So, do you have any questions for the various people who are escorting you up to this mansion?
Probably not. I don't know.
What do they look like?
What do they know about these? What were they called? The elves?
The hang on. The name will be on the castle. Wait a minute. The
Yes.
measures.
Yes, I was just gonna ask, what do they know about the measures?
They're elves, but they're good folk. Been running the town for as long as anyone can remember. They pay good.
Well, that's always good.
Yep.
If
They have
don't
very
pay good.
fancy things.
Yeah, I heard something about giant bats.
Wait, they
Yeah.
like very fancy things? What?
Well, they're very rich and noble, and they have very fancy parties, and when they go out hunting, they ride giant bats instead of horses.
Interesting.
And they don't
You
do
know,
it very often, but when they do, it's quite a sight.
So is this the yearly event we're going to? Like, do this
Uh,
sort of thing
like
all
it's
the time? Or?
like you're going up with like essentially a change of like a shift change with workers, but it's open like all year round.
Oh, okay. All right. Anyone else?
Probably not. Not exactly much I can
Oh,
question.
sorry.
so what kind of things do they like?
Oh, they love their lavish parties and extravagant hunts and
I like these people the more I hear about them.
yep. They often recruit whole performing troops to head up there with them.
Nice.
You
Are any
notice that there are
you have for
some
me?
thespians there, like, to go off and like perform in their private stage there.
Hmm.
How much damn money do these people have?
A lot.
They
apparently.
own a town.
All
They're
of
in a
it.
mining
They own
town.
all of it.
Yes.
To be fair, they own the mining town and they own the mines that feed the entire city of Hogspeak.
Yep. As you come up the hill, you are
Do these
greeted by
people own
this
the wyverns?
magnificent sight.
I think they thought they owned the wyverns.
If anyone owned the wyverns, it was them.
What now?
But that's right, I never actually imported that, did I?
It is a very fancy house.
Yep. Not only is it a fancy house, it is basically like a moderately sized town with like a town wall around it even.
Alright.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Yes. Like this place quite possibly has several hundred staff members, all of which live on site.
So if you want to know how rich they are, that's how rich. Their house is literally a town.
They're
Good
that
to have
rich.
money.
Yep.
Damn.
This is Lady Measures. Does not
Oh
need to be
my.
this big. And
She greet us or something?
wish things would upload quicker.
Also, am I.
Yep. Some fancy nobles. Let's
Are
get you guys.
these the elves or are these the
Yes, these are
The
the elves who own this place. They have come out to greet you personally, as they often do. Because, yeah,
Why
not only
elves
do they have,
free?
like, all the money, like, they have pretty much the only, like, place to go to vacation. So
Yeah.
let's get everyone on the field.
Neil, why are you in the bushes?
Shh, don't worry about it. They're just so pretty, I can't take my eyes off of them. Also, you're stinky. Go away.
Yeah, we put him in like one of those giant hamster wheels, except it's
Ah, no. I hide behind Elowen.
Yeah, I think
Yes,
Keep
this
running,
isn't
keep
necessarily
running.
exactly where everyone is. This is just a you're in the mansion kind of setting here.
Mhm.
So yes, they come out and greet you and thank you for helping to look after their precious convoy of people and supplies and explain
No
that.
problem.
Oh,
Is it
also it's like
daytime?
yeah, it's not daytime in this act. Like it is like just turned night before
Okay.
like you guys arrived.
how
Cool.
convenient, like a shack full of vampires. Thank you,
Why
Elwyn.
would they
Thank
be vampires?
How are they vampires? Yeah. That's what people who died of vampires say.
exactly.
Ah,
You assume that everyone is a vampire until proven otherwise. They aren't saying that.
They're not vampires. They're just very pretty. Okay, like elves.
Okay, how about this? Someone get a mirror and reflect sunlight at them. They're either going to catch fire or start sparkling.
I don't think I thought the thing with vampires is that they don't cast reflections.
That's a rumor. Probably created by vampires.
You want to test the theory? Just capture
Think about
vampire.
it, it's entirely possible the entire all vampire lore is just fabricated by vampires.
To make people think that they have weaknesses.
Oh, also Neil
Hmm.
knows that these guys sometimes catch Grendel like for sport. You're not entirely sure what they do with them after they capture them.
Gee, I wonder.
That's
why
not
wouldn't
the
you
word.
tell me this beforehand?
I meant to, but it completely slipped my mind.
So it completely slipped Neil's mind. You were too busy worrying about your girlfriend.
God damn it, man.
I know that was bad of me. I meant to tell you that, like when
was his
everyone
fault.
else was making the like rumor check to figure out what they know about these folk.
Okay, so now I'm a little bit more
Ah.
concerned, and I am scared to do anything here. Thank you, Bob.
Who's wearing nice clothes? Because I'm certainly not.
Yeah.
I am.
I have.
Yes,
I
they
have
address
fashionable
the
clothes.
people wearing nice clothes, and
So
this is
everyone
going to.
but Michael
Yeah.
I told you we should have picked up some cast iron grenades, but
bombed the fuck out
They're
of him.
not real yet.
they
Well,
will.
they're real. You just can't. You just don't have access to them.
Hmm.
I will.
When you swap over to the other character who can make them.
I mean, if I do swap, I mean that is the possibility that I bet that I swap over to a hardcore tradecraft character who doesn't even have martial melee or anything.
And that's pretty nice, but it's still
Don't use them.
fairly utilitarian. It's like they greet you and welcome you and thank you and explain that these lands are fertile for hunting and like they can provide all the alcohol, inhalants, whatever you need, and all the pleasant company anyone could ever want.
I like
My
these guys.
fears, we can provide all the alcohol.
Yeah,
you
that's
want.
all I
To
heard.
get you drunk and then drink your fucking
Yeah,
juices.
I missed the rest.
Yes, like for the entirety of your stay here, like they are footing the bill for anything you're like for pretty much anything you're like paying for. Like you don't have to
The
pay for
entirety
anything.
of my stay
Everything's really
here,
nice.
drunk.
This is an all. In short, this is an all-inclusive resort. So
Oh, I can't do that. I'll be like corrupted as shit.
Yeah.
Do remember, Michael doesn't know about the corruption score. What would Michael do?
He would drink every day we're here.
He would
Yes.
get thoroughly plastered to hell and back. Yes.
Yes. And Lady Measures leans over to Neil's ear and says, "Don't worry, you're always welcome here."
Oh my.
Totally not a red flag.
That's not creepy at all.
I thank her, and um,
From over here,
I hope I have a good time.
assume that she's flirting with Neil.
It's like, oh, we can be quite sure you'll have a good time here.
They're gonna hunt him, aren't they?
Yeah, I was about to say, we're gonna wake up tonight and Neil's gonna be missing. Or being like, well, he's either being stabbed by Lady Measures, or being stabbed
in the other way. Stabbed
Maybe
in
my
the other
missed
way.
measures was up.
Or both of them. Who knows?
Yeah. I'm assuming they're husband and wife, and not brother and sister. I don't
Yes,
know.
husband and wife.
Um,
I don't know.
Why would they be? What is this? A Folgers coffee commercial?
It was like, yes.
yes,
It's like,
it's a great commercial.
it's like, I offer you lodgings and more fashionable clothes for your less inclined friends, and the party should be getting within the hour.
Yes, party.
Feel free to rest up as much as you need before starting.
Ellen says she's plenty fashionable.
You look great, Ellen.
Yes, there was a very obvious gesturing towards,
Me.
yes.
Michael.
All right.
Maybe even Barack.
Are you
Hey,
sure
I
you have
I
clothes that
specifically
will fit me?
fashionable clothes. You buzz off.
I bought fine clothes for my.
Which is why they're talking directly to Neil. They assume you are the leader of this group.
Oh my god.
It's not like it matters anyway. Not in my case.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, I'll put on some fancy clothes.
Neil turns up the charm and like acts more nobly, aristocratically.
I was gonna say I don't know if Neil has to turn up the charm. This is Neil.
Up to 11. Go Neil.
Gotta do it. I'm in my fancy clothes. I gotta act the part.
Yeah.
They're gonna want to keep you. You know that, right?
I know.
Oh.
Kept in a cage.
No, not in the cage. He'll probably be on a leash though.
So you guys have rooms have all been offered rooms within the inner mansion area with all the fancy stuff, and you have fashionable clothes and nice food and plenty of alcohol, and the night has just begun. How do you proceed from here?
Are they having a fancy get together with all the people somewhere?
Oh, they're having one of those every night.
Excellent.
All night, every night it's a fancy get together.
But not during the day.
No, you have to sleep sometime.
And coffins.
Yeah,
Vampires.
No, the coffins are definitely just a rumor they spread to make vampires sound more identifiable.
I'm pretty sure Galford thinks they're werewolves.
We told you they're not. I
The
mean, if you
thing
still
is,
believe that,
those are the only rumors I've heard. I don't know if that wouldn't mean I necessarily believe them. Those are just the only ones I've heard.
So, question for Tib: if Neil tries to get to know her, would she actually respond to him, or would she just be like, "I don't want to talk to you. Go away"?
So is she gonna be cold or not?
Okay.
And thus we got, and thus the first party member has a Grendel baby.
No.
Second.
Just wait.
Just because he talks to people doesn't mean he wants to sleep with them all the time.
Just wait.
Well, this
Some
seemed
people
like a
like
good
that
enough,
sort of
like
thinking.
as good as time as any for Elowen to roll for fairy. It's plus 10 if you're willing to, like, if your character is willing to sleep with someone outside of the race, but still, like, one of the player races. Up to plus 30, depending on how far your character's willing to go.
Crit fail.
Oh no, minus, my bad. Oh, rolling resolve.
Yeah, it's resolved.
Crit fail. Just because I want to see
Yeah, and that minus is the positives, my bad.
No offense to you, Tib. Just this is the latest one. And I just really want to see that.
Just barely.
Okay. Says a lot about your character.
Almost not furry.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
she failed. She's,
Quite smitten with the Grendel.
yeah.
But she doesn't know I'm a Grendel yet, so it's just like, oh, you're cute. Okay.
It's like, you're
She's been
cute
hanging
and
all this
rather animal-like, but, you know, some people are.
You're cute and you have horns and these long sheep ears, but you're definitely not a Grendel.
He probably has human ears, but like everything is covered. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, everything's not going to be covered when you're through.
Shut up.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yes, but Elowen is unable to resist the animal magnetism of Carl.
You mean Neil?
Neil.
Carl?
Fuck, I said it again, didn't I?
Also into horses. Let's just.
Like,
Ain't no
talk
cock like
about
horse
that.
cock.
She walks right past Neil and just hugs the horse. God damn it.
Not again.
Carl's here.
There we go.
There you go.
I love how Neil's just gone. Oh, okay.
Neil's been here. He's just on top of the pile of hugs.
Group hug.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I just wanted to know, like, because your character seems kind of cold. Because like it's a long trip, and hey, new person, why don't you get to know him? Oh no. He didn't ask anything specifically. He was just trying to get to know you. Like, he might knock at your door and be like, "Hey, can we talk?"
Sundry much?
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah.
I am not sure what to talk about. Damn it. Why did I initiate this?
Because someone had to. Someone had to start this beautiful love affair.
I thought it's great. Now we're gonna have the love triangle with the Inquisitor.
Yes, I have a lack of direction. Anyway,
Yes.
So like, yeah, just parties. What else can we do here?
There is good food. Like, there was that entertainment troupe that came up with you who are setting up some kind of play.
Are there any other nobles or people we know here?
No one you know, but there's certainly, there's at least a couple of other, let's grab some tokens to represent nobles and mercenaries who are currently here.
Nope.
But yes, you don't know any of these people.
Okay.
Oh.
With the obvious exception of the guy who came with you, who you don't know that well. So, guy who came with you, a noble, different noble.
He was the guy with. Wait, did Amictius
Yeah, he
tell us to go
yeah he
this
works
way?
with Ecmictius.
Okay. That
Ooh.
woman looks so mad.
Oh yeah, she looks straight pissed, like some pissed in her Cheerios.
It's a murder mystery, and she did it. There, I solved the plot.
Well, who's been murdered
Is this
then?
right?
I don't know. We will.
Just
If we
wait, it's
arrest her
only
ahead
the
of-
first night.
If we arrest her ahead of time, then nobody will be murdered, and that's how we solve the plot and save everybody's lives. Except hers. She got dragged out back and beaten to death.
Why'd you have to do
Turns out
that?
she's not the murderer.
I'm assuming Elowen can actually read.
Also, because I'm tenderizing the meat. Duh.
See, and
We know who did it. We just don't know who died.
I like the person hiding by the shrubbery.
For whatever reason, it looked like she was being hanged by her hair almost. I don't know why.
so we have 5 nobles and merchants and the like, rich folk, a mercenary lady, the person you came up with,
Wow.
the 2 it's the 2 measures, and the group of you.
Okay, awesome.
As well as just servants everywhere you well, not everywhere you look, but every time you turn around there is a servant waiting to serve you. Do you require more ale?
Royalty now, if only you were human, right?
I mean, he's the only. I'm pretty sure Galfred's the only lowborn here.
No, I'm not on.
Lowborn too.
All right.
Also, Neil's lowborn. Also,
No.
Michael's lowborn.
Neil is
Neil is an aristocrat.
yeah.
I was pretty sure it was. Well, I figured
No.
it wasn't possible to be anything but lowborn as a Grendel, but okay.
I rolled really high on that.
Okay, so we're all lowborn, safe for the 2 others.
Yeah. There's 3 lowborn and then 2 nobles. Great.
Mm-hmm.
Which are in about the same shoes as us in this world.
A yeoman. Okay.
Actually, Elowen can't read because she doesn't have a pointed education.
Just looking at the book, ignoring us.
She's like those kids that pretend to read during class.
They look like words, but
Yes.
they're actually pictures arranged in the shape of letters. It's all very subtle.
Yes, but yes,
God.
if no one has anything else particular to do before the party, and everyone attends the party,
I mean, I don't
Mm-hmm.
really see anybody here not attending the party.
yeah.
If
I
anything
mean,
else,
if you want to take literacy as another language, you can buy it for 100 points, but that's Yes, but as default, unless you have education, you can't read or write.
I can actually read. Take that.
So can I. I teach you, Ellen. It's fine.
Yes. So,
Stares at the word "the" for 3 hours straight.
It's fucking SpongeBob.
yeah.
You spent
Okay.
3 hours writing your essay, and it's just the fancy calligraphy.
But if you're not doing anything in particular, then the party starts, and you all show up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the
Yeah.
two of you who still have the little bit of Grendel in your special will definitely find something that you're attracted to.
Ah, crap.
Fair enough. That's resolve, right?
Yep.
See how many nobles are gonna sell for lowborns?
We dress
No
up a
one's
bit.
gonna steal from Marok because you
I'm
smell
grabbing
like that.
Brock is his musk.
No. See, Barack won't. But see, I still have to roll to get roll, or else I try. It doesn't just because I do it doesn't mean I succeed. Also, maybe one of them has a really, really, really stuffed nose.
Oh
Crit.
shit! That's a critical.
I've seen better.
Oh, hey, I passed.
Wait, why did you re-roll?
Oh,
Or
that's easy.
sure.
I get to roll twice. I get to roll twice, or it's swapped to succeed. Either way, I succeeded.
Yep, so you both keep your wits about you as you see pretty things that you desire.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
only way I'd be able
Speaking
to
of which,
only way I'd get a pretty thing I desired would involve taking what 9 corruption, probably 9 corruption. So
yes.
Again, the only thing Barak finds pretty are siege machines and just like fucking trebuchets.
No one here's built like a siege tower.
He's into the woman that's built like a siege tower and chuck a rock across the country.
Damn.
So,
That's
does
a whip.
Galfred find the incredible food or the incredible company too much to resist?
He doesn't have a little bit of Grendel.
Yeah, but you have another thing that does something very different when you feel a need
Oh,
to.
he just really wants that chicken. Next thing you know, he's literally biting her throat out. And whoopsie.
hold
Royals
on a
in the middle of the
second.
Party.
What's up with Galford?
Oh, should we just tell him?
Yeah, if you want.
I can see
Lycanthropy.
Galford looking funny.
More fun
What's
to not
the-
know. It's more fun to speculate.
Let's just keep
All
it.
right, no, I'll just let it go. That's fine. You do your thing.
Like I said, you're gonna tear out a woman's throat in the middle of the party, and your wolf form, and then your secret's out, and then we have to kill everyone here, or else you're gonna get inquisitored.
Or we can just kill Galford. It's fine.
What's with
Yeah,
Galford
okay,
going
then.
on about werewolves recently?
Okay. It's swapped to succeed, not roll twice.
Well, either way, you succeed.
Exactly.
So,
You
I
look
just
hungry,
realized
Galford.
you swoop instead of swap.
well, you know what I meant, but
Yep. I swoop to succeed. If I swoop here behind the
If I swoop-
behind my mic, then I succeed automatically.
Mm.
Now let me Urban Dictionary that to make sure that wasn't some horrifying sexual innuendo I don't know about.
It
Hey,
probably
Google,
is, but that's not what we meant. Everything is. Everything
I'm
is
not
filled.
totally seeing anything here. Hold on.
I know that I made it very long, and I
I
should
guess
have
it'd
put
probably
that
be
as.
the food, maybe. I don't know.
Like,
It
there
probably is the
are
food.
very attractive men and ladies about.
Also, apparently, swooping is surreptitiously checking Urban Dictionary during a game of Cards Against Humanity because you have no idea what the card you just drew means.
Okay,
Pretty
then.
close. That's what you're doing, yeah.
It's basically yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I was looking through that. I don't really see anything. Maybe the food. I guess is
there's some really juicy cuts of meat there. There's all sorts of crazy exotic meats. What do you think set Barack off? Is probably the weird exotic meats from various creatures that.
I'm
Yes.
seeing like the attack ones and shit. I'm
Yes,
not
you
really
behave
seeing
like a
anything
dog,
else.
and you do you aggressively pursue anything?
Maybe
Get
I
that
don't know.
whole roast chicken.
That whole roast chicken, raw, struggling.
If it's a raw roast chicken, we're at the wrong party.
No,
You
if
could have
it's
ordered
a
it
raw
special, but yes, if you
If it's raw roast chicken, it's a
Oh,
Galford.
it's special.
yes.
I don't know. Maybe some fine steak.
If it's
Okay.
Fine steak. It's like yes.
If it's lightly seared bog behemoth.
Yes, make a resolve test then.
Where are you? Is that? Please don't tell me that's. Ah, shit. Wait, no, it's not fellowship, is it? Okay, thank God. It's a willpower.
Fellowship.
Yeah, please don't make me fellowship things.
Uh-oh. Welp.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
just-
guys still have what, like 6 fortune points?
5. Neil spent 1.
Oh yes, 5 fortune points.
Why did
On
you
what?
spend?
Because I wanted to know about a thing, I think, and I
right.
failed.
That's
The alchemical process to turn inquisitors into higher demons.
Okay. What exactly would happen if I failed and I don't re-roll this?
You'll find out.
You
Yeah.
aggressively
Like, I'm not
pursue
gonna tell you the
them.
results of a roll before you roll it. It's not how this
I mean,
game works.
I'm just really wanting some fucking meat. How about that? That's about it.
Like, yeah,
Probably.
you know that you'll go at least semi-wolf right now if you fail that test.
That's why we have the Wolfsbane mask, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen.
You mean the one that if you put it on in here will make you stick out like fucking something that's way worse than a sore thumb.
I mean, Michael's wearing one.
Yep.
To be fair,
So he's a legitimate doctor.
He's
Yeah,
a legitimate doctor.
He's
Michael's a
my sidekick. Yeah.
Yes.
The sidekick.
So you
Apprentice
just choose to
doctor.
go partial wolf then?
I mean, I.
Like, you're
I
not going
love.
to be like I'm never going to literally take power away from you and force you to attack any other people, but you will be partially wolf, and you know that you have to kill something to get back to full human. Then
Oh shit! You derailed my murder mystery, Bog. Well done. It wasn't the pissed
Hold
off
on a second.
Alfred the whole time.
Hold on. One second. Hold on.
it doesn't have to be a person if you're
This
only
effect-
half wolf, but
It says this effect ends at the setting of the moon, or you may choose to end it whenever you kill someone.
yeah, and I realize that makes it way too overpowered. So now you have to kill something
Now I
to get.
have to kill something.
Yeah, you have
Okay.
to kill something to get back from half wolf, or someone to get back from full wolf.
I guess I could just go half wolf. I'm not gonna end up killing anyone. I'll just get a little bit bigger, bulkier.
You bulk
Lose
up
a lot
for
of manual
cheap.
dexterity in your hands, and you can't use them to pick up cutlery and stuff. Lose the ability to
mean-
talk good. So, who catches your eye better, Lord or Lady Measure?
What
Galfred?
now?
Who catches your eye more, Lord or Lady Measure?
Probably neither. I'm focused on that fucking steak.
Well, you have the stake. You're wolfing it down with your bare hands.
It's a good fucking steak.
Yes.
Which unfortunately does not mean you get to dodge the question. You have to pay.
Is there? I might have to roll resolve to not fucking have to chase after one of these people.
No, this is they're going to be picking up of cues and then doing things about you. I am asking about Galfred's sexual preference here.
He ain't gay, if that's what you're asking.
Ralph the gay.
No.
Okay.
Furry.
Well,
Yeah,
yes,
no.
Lady Measure comes along and says, "Well, you've made a bit of a mess of it. How about we go get you a bit cleaned up then, shall we?" Kind of shuffles you away with her into a back room.
I'm not so sure I like where this is going.
You can resist.
I was gonna say she's gonna drain all your blood.
She's gonna drain all my blood.
She's a vampire.
You don't know she's a
Delicious
vampire.
Totally a vampire.
That's racist.
That's
By the-
No, yeah, okay, yes, you're right, but I have a counter argument. Zweihander, racism is part of the setting.
I have a
I'm
question.
sorry,
What-
Al, you as a player gained corruption for your racism?
You gain corruption.
Okay, fair enough. I'm already an asshole. What's one more chaos rank? Am I right?
Oh, one of us should totally make a character that's just a complete dick to everything that exists.
Yeah.
Like,
See how long
Are you resisting Lady Measures trying to politely escort you into a back room?
I feel like it'd be more of a wait, what the fuck kind of thing. Like, can I just stand from like, wait, what?
It's like, don't
Kinda
worry.
thing.
She whispers into your ear. It's like, I understand. I've seen this before. Just come with me and we'll get it fixed.
I feel like this is more of the other thing, like confusion.
My God, his crit fail was actually correct. They are werewolves.
The
Glad to
crit,
see that.
see when the crit fail is more helpful than the regular. I think this
By
is
the
more
way-
like a confused going along with it, just but like confused.
Hey guy.
But at least
I
has
have
a way to get out of
question
this.
for
Like, yeah, she gets another steak and puts it on a plate and brings it with you. Like, and the three of you find a quiet room to like stay in for the moment. She's like, right,
The three of you, including the steak.
yes,
Including the
Okay.
steak.
The steak is actually sentient. If you eat it, you regain human form.
yes.
Unfortunate problem. It is people, so you'll get 5 corruption.
No,
You just have to eat something. It doesn't have to be a person. It just has to be a living thing.
As long as
So-
it's like if it's half wolf, it's something. If it's full wolf, it's someone.
Yes.
I was implying that they have a slice of still sentient and alive human flesh sitting around for just this occasion.
Maybe. Probably not just sitting around. Everyone's got to work for their dinner here. But yes, it's like I understand that, like your problem, but I would appreciate it if you could keep yourself under control a little better when out with the other guests. But wait here a moment, I'll go get something to deal with this. And she comes back later with a bag full of wolfsbane and a chicken.
A chicken.
Yep. Of course, she's not actually carrying them. A servant is carrying them. She would never carry a chicken. Or wolfsbane.
At least it wasn't like a puppy or something.
I'm just imagining the
What?
servant, hey,
Eat
it's
puppy.
like, hey, Gary, bring this chicken into the house with me. And it's like, what?
Just do
It's like, bring this chicken in the house with me and never ask questions.
I'm getting paid a lot of money for this. I don't give a fuck. It's
Yeah,
like,
it's
this
been,
seems
like
great
bring this
time.
chicken in the house, and it's like, don't ask. It's like, don't ask. Okay.
Okay.
She brought you a chicken. She wants to marry you.
What the fuck?
No, she just wants you to not be a wolf anymore. Just
Yeah.
kill the chicken and eat it.
I think that's what the wolf's bane is for.
Well, the wolfsbane can help, but you could just kill the chicken and be done with it.
Oh, it's a live chicken. Okay, I thought it was
Yes.
like
Yes.
Yeah, no, it was a live chicken.
this thing's last clock is coming.
So, what do you do?
I guess the thing would be the kill the chicken. Because I'm guessing that's what they brought it in here for.
Like, very good. You keep that wolfsbane on you just in case, and Try to keep your heart rate down around the other guests. I have to go back to the party now. Clean yourself up before you come back out.
Just covered in fucking chicken blood.
Basically, yeah.
Look like a butcher.
Butcher who doesn't wear an apron.
Now, I have a question. Was Neil around? Yeah, Neil was around for the other elf, right?
Talking
Kyrus?
about Kyrus?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you.
Do you want to
Kyrus
scrutinize
and-
these supposed elves to see if they look kind of like Kyrus or your other
Kinda
elven
like-
friend?
No, I was going to
Elwyn.
approach Elwyn and be like, "Hey, so I only met like one other elf before. I wanted to know more about you people."
And I mean,
Kinda
he was
thing.
pretty strange for an elf too. So
Like, he was kind of weird. Kept saying how he didn't believe in gods. Like, I don't know. And Neil is like drinking a little bit. He's party mode. He's
Yep.
talking.
twirling the wine.
Party mode.
Measures are mingling with the nobles.
Oh, then can you tell me more about your clan? Like, sounds very cool.
As this conversation is going on, the research assistant comes out with like a much more elaborate version of the lights set up, more like a flashing tree of lights now.
Fucking Christmas tree.
It's very fancy, and he gets quite the applause for it. It's quite the little gadget.
Interesting.
People go over to talk to him about it.
Oh. Um.
So you're like Mormons.
I think you mean Amish.
Yes. That's the
Mormons
one.
are. Yeah, no, Mormons are
Whatever.
the different
Same
ones.
thing.
Not really. No,
No, it's not. Not at all.
it's not. That's an
Um.
apples to oranges.
Bog, would um Neil's family situation also have like farmers and stuff, or would that be left to the servants?
Have what? The farmers.
Like yeah, like his family. Would they also do farming and like
Did you
They
know
would
women
like
preachers?
gather. But I think mainly they just like steal what they need.
oh okay. Cause I couldn't remember because I haven't read that
Yeah.
like entry in a while. Oh, you sound very strong. My family mostly just parties and they're living their way. Um, I left them though, so it's been interesting being out in the world for like the past however long I've been out in the world. Like, what was it like a month or so?
It's been a few months now.
Okay. God, forgetting things about the character because like time is wibbly wobbly in this game.
Yeah. Time is often wibbly wobbly.
Back.
So is anything else happening?
People
Other than,
like grouping up and having conversations and
Okay.
lots of drinking and various other drugs going on.
Oh,
So-
Blackjack and hookers.
Basically,
the lady shows.
yes.
Okay, I'll
The
take
servants,
that.
like the attendants in this room are very attractive and very attentive.
Oh God, I forgot her name.
Whose name?
You talking about Measure?
The one that's here,
Lady Measure.
Lazy Measure.
Lady.
Lazy?
Yeah.
Lazy measure.
Lazy.
I don't know if I said lazy, but like yes, Lady Measures. It's good to see you this evening.
Quite good to see you too. We don't get enough of your folk around here. And it's always good to see another elf.
Oh, so she knows. Like,
I think it's more like they don't see a lot of elves.
Oh well, part of that conversation was directed at me, and like, it's
Yeah.
like, mm-hmm.
Yes,
I see.
we don't get enough of your people was most direct, like it was directed at Neil, and we don't like see nearly enough elves was definitely an Elowen thing.
Yeah. It's like, as I see. Mm-hmm. I'm waiting for Ellen to talk.
Yes.
Mm.
Well, just all part of the price of a life of excess. It is quite the tax, but one that I'd quite readily pay for such a lavish lifestyle.
This is a nice place. I'd like to visit more often.
Then you must be more important than you currently are.
Hmm.
You do seem to be doing quite well for yourselves for being what seems to be a collection of lowborns.
Lowborn.
Oh. Um. Did she call me lowborn, or did she mean the people I'm with?
people
She-
you're with.
Like, she meant, like, all of you. She's just assuming that you're all somewhat lowborn. You're just, like, the nicest of them.
I mean, compared to her, we are.
Yeah, compared to her, probably yes, but like,
Yeah.
Everyone is.
Yeah,
Also,
no, we got a torturous jailer. Where the fuck Barack is, and
Werewolf.
yeah.
I'm sure that by at this point Brock has managed to get something that quite aptly hides his feet.
Yep.
Just you can't really deal with the smell right now.
mm-hmm.
You need
So
to put him like in a hazmat suit.
Neil like tilts his head and is like, "Oh, among my family, I am more noble."
She has an obvious look of concern, which she, like, chokes back. It's like, oh, I was unaware. They
It's fine.
don't have a problem with you just wandering about, do they? I know your family can be very protective.
I'm experiencing the world, and you seem to be how do you say, very polite. So I don't think they'd have a problem with you.
Yeah, I certainly don't want them to have a problem with us, because our guards most certainly would solve that. It'd be such a waste.
Well, they don't need to find out as long as, like,
It's not exactly like word's going to get back to them, is it?
Hmm. God damn that sentence. Um, like how does like has she been drinking at all?
Oh yeah. Like everyone can be
Hmm.
drunk if you want.
No, her specifically.
Yeah, I know her specifically. Like she's not drunk, she's been socially drinking. But
Oh,
if
okay.
anyone wants to be drunk, you can be drunk and take 3 corruption.
No, God, I don't know what else to talk about. Hmm.
Well, you can kind of transfer into inane chatter.
Yeah, just talk politely with her. Um,
I'm pretty sure that's also you can choose to just talk politely and move on. You don't have to say
yeah,
anything.
Yeah.
yeah.
Lord Measure and his followers come over to Michael and ask him about his many exciting deeds that he's heard of, like fighting the Arcap spider and all those dastardly orcs down in the sewers. It must have been horrible.
I mean, uh, there has been some terrible things that I've seen, but I mean, yes, a giant, what, at least 12-foot spider, not the nicest, for sure.
Vietnam flashbacks.
Yeah, yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I was remembering that just then. That was terrible. Um, but I mean, as a group, we managed to persevere. There was actually many of us on that field fighting, trying
Well,
to drive them away.
like I heard, what's it like fighting next to an ogre?
Very loud.
I've been led to believe all battles are very loud. But are they particularly loud?
Ogres are particularly loud. But also the smell. Something you won't soon forget.
Stand next to Brock for 5 minutes, you'll forget.
Actually, I'm probably the only one that can stand next to Barack.
Well, yes, he
I
continues
don't.
to extract war stories from you.
The real reason why he always wears his Plague Doctor setup.
Yeah, I'm indifferent to the smell now. I've
He's
gotten used to all those kind of things.
he's used to it.
Nope.
No, no
No.
one does.
The queen, not the queen. Oh my god, the
She
the wife.
wants to be.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's fine.
the wife came over and talked to both of us. Said, what was it?
Oh,
She didn't see a lot of my kind here, and then she was
Yeah,
like, something about
yeah,
not
there
seeing a
wasn't.
lot of elves, and
Yeah, there
then you
wasn't
responded to
anything.
that, I believe.
Yeah, yeah, there wasn't anything particularly directed at you after the whole "I don't see a lot of elves" kind of thing. So
Yeah, you're good.
yes, it's- like they make a main conversation about elves in general. If you have any insights you wish to bestow upon them,
Um,
yeah.
Neil would be asking her about elves because like he's only seen like two other elves before, and she's very attractive.
And now there are 3 in this room.
Oh my.
are all elves as bonable? I mean, attractive as you
It's
are?
bonable.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, there's lots of like basic like trivia kind of stuff. Like there's lots of stuff trying to compare elves to human in their like working capability. Yeah, lots of what do they eat, how much do they eat, how long could you go without sleep, how much can you lift? Do you lift, bro?
Bruh.
Do all animals just love you instinctively?
Why doesn't she go outside for 5 minutes and find out herself? She's an elf too.
Like this is from the group of people about her.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
If it's a group, then okay.
Where did the whole
Yes.
animal thing come from?
And I just needed like a random thing people might think about elves. But yes, Lord Measure and his friend go over to the professor and starts talking theory about how the lights work. But as the night goes on, people start disappearing off into back rooms with the wait staff. It seems that this is being somewhat coordinated by Lord and Lady Measure.
Shit's weird, man.
Nah, shit's just strategic.
Strategically weird.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I've been reading. I was reading a little something that went a lot like this, but I kind of doubt they're trying to summon Cthulhu, so I'm probably not on base
Worshipful
here.
god. That's a god that you can worship. It's Cthulhu.
Yep.
It's the Leviathan, right?
No, that's more Dagon, but yeah, sorta. Like, Cthulhu technically isn't even like a god, but that's like a whole other thing. Yes, the mercenary warrior lady seems to have taken a liking to. All names are broken in my head now.
Michael?
Michael. Yes, and then, yeah, she invites Michael back to her room.
Hell yeah. So, 1 sec.
Michael's all for that Cthulhu worship.
Yep.
That sounds awesome, but I'll be right back.
Okay. Lord and Lady Measure try to find someone appropriate for Elowin.
To sleep with her? Question
Yes.
mark?
Yes, this is what's going on here.
So it's a
Oh.
brothel. I see.
I mean, you know how I said all services included? I wasn't exaggerating when I said all.
All services.
Yep.
I mean, I wasn't actually thinking about it at the time, but the phrase fits perfectly now.
All your drugs, all your pleasant company, all your room and board, all paid for.
Neil looks sad.
Neil is gonna take him up on that, but then shot down before you even had a chance.
Well, Lady Measure seems very interested in Neil, so
Right.
yep.
What's this about services? Huh?
We were just talking about like the services.
The
Like
mercenary
everyone's
chick
getting
won.
serviced. That's what's going on.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm sure
I
there's
think that
even a
was
nice
initially
lady
on.
horse out in the like barns for a cow.
Well, apparently Carl doesn't make it with horses as much as other people. So
Well, while he's here, he's gonna have to slum it and deal with horses.
So like I whispered to the lady, I'm like, is this fine? Like
Of course it's fine.
Are- I'm like, um, is your husband going to be joining us?
It's like, no, no, no. He'll be like, not tonight at least.
Just checking. Oh.
just checking.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Well, at least
There
they're
you
straightforward about how
Sure.
the relationship works.
Gallowin is not particularly picky about whoever she goes with. What?
No, she said the opposite. She doesn't want anyone.
Oh, you don't want anyone. My bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so the room is getting very empty then. Seems like the party is somewhat coming to an end. Lord Measure attempts to find someone to pair off with, Galfred. This is a yes or a no thing. There is not going to be a penalty here. This is just something about your character.
I mean, it's probably gonna end up being a no. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't
Pol-
tend to play characters that crave sex at all, so that's not something I do.
Well,
That's okay.
Yeah,
Good
I'm
luck
pretty sure
finding
he's
something for
Michael's
Barack.
and he backs up.
this Lord
So-
Measure holds his breath and escorts Barack off into like another parlor room.
Just gets
Yeah.
him out
Yes,
of the
and
area.
where there is a very lovely young lady wearing a gas mask.
Shit. Oh man.
Ooh.
And over here they've got actual gas masks apparently.
Well, you know, like the same kind of mask that the um plague doctors mask.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's
Well,
yours if you wanna.
Yeah, I was gonna say, seeing as it's probably the first opportunity Barack's had with anything for what? How long has it been? Weeks? Yeah, probably weeks.
He's gonna take it.
Yeah. So
Yeah, like
He'll
also, the first opportunity to be within 10 feet of someone that didn't have to hold their breath in weeks. Well, in a week since the last time I talked to Teapot. That's the real reason Barack's gonna end up being buddies with the Skurzak is because Teapot's the only person who can stick around him.
basically.
Because he already always wears a gas mask, so it's not some special extra consideration.
yeah.
I'm just imagining like they're gonna have to deal with the fucking bird mask.
Well, the night goes rather eventfully for most of you. For those of you who will have it.
Neil tries to give the lady a good time.
It's a scrutinize test.
Scrutinize?
I love how that's a fucking thing.
You gotta try.
Success!
That's 11.
It's a lot of success then. It's fine.
Apparently.
Nice.
Bullshit.
That's not the bad rate. It's not. Where's... There it is. Character sheets. Oh, that's right.
Oh, that's right. Their character sheet is meant to give them 270 on everything because they're vampires.
It's not like that, but
Oh,
Oh no!
oh no.
really, your boss level thing, you failed that, which you're supposed to be good at, and
Ooh.
I mean, Bog, you have a misfortune point.
not spending a yes, technically I could spend a misfortune point there. But it's much funnier for something to have gone wrong.
Is
I know exactly what went wrong. And we can just leave it at that. No, I do spend a misfortune point, and that crit fail stays.
just cause?
Just cause.
Yeah, I think the misfortune was that one of the windows was left open slightly, so when the sun comes beaming in through the window, it doesn't go so well.
Turns into ash. Are you guys like seriously set that they're vampires?
Oh, I'm totally gonna ride. I'm gonna ride the vampire train away. I don't care that I can almost guarantee that they're not. It's fun. So.
The power of Christ compels you.
But yes, she before morning's light, she retires to her own bedroom with her husband.
In theory, anyway.
Yep.
In theory.
And yes, by the time morning comes around, pretty much everyone's gone to sleep and sleeps most of the way through the day.
I want to. No, let's not be weird. It's fine.
Yeah, let's be weird.
It's not.
Now you have to.
Let's get weird.
This is my game. Roll for furry, damn it.
I was gonna roll something that I was obviously going to fail and have the woman run screaming out of the room. So,
Wait, you have the killer?
Do
Is
it.
God gonna make
okay,
her
come on, we're into some weird stuff. We're on holiday. Let's handle these animals.
Oh, now you have to not only explain it and roll it.
I
Now you
know.
have to at least explain this. What the fuck are you doing?
I mean, nothing. Apparently, the mongoose gets loose and like the woman gets out. And it's a critical fail, so it's like.
Is it?
Oh,
Is that a critical fail?
yeah, I critically fail. Fellowship test.
Oh yeah.
The mongoose starts mauling on her.
The mongoose kicks your ass.
It's a bad time.
It's a honey. It turned out to be a honey badger, not a mongoose.
Shit. See, I don't know anything about animals. Where's our let?
Training
What-
a
You gonna
fucking
try to hit
griffin.
Arduinos next?
No, it's not going to go on.
Let's see.
Jeez, training
In
a griffin.
response, she
Yeah, you should hit. You should.
Yeah.
like she kills
That's
that
good.
like she kills the mongoose
What the
and
fuck
is
was the mongoose
unimpressed
for?
about how like you lost control of the situation.
Who
Yeah.
killed
What
the
was the
mongoose?
mongoose for? What the fuck is going on?
You don't want to know.
Yeah, that's the word. You said it. I mean, that's what it was supposed to be, but then the mongoose kicked his ass. So,
Hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that martial melee test. Mongoose tore him to shreds.
Yes.
Got for
That
taking
Yes,
him
the
out.
night is ruined by your inability to control your mongoose.
Troll a mongoose.
Damn it.
Is it like that sport where people jam ferrets down their pants?
Or,
I
you know,
mean,
Is that a snake in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? Both, actually.
it is. Oh.
Like a fucking like black mamba.
Yeah.
Yes. So the morning rolls around and you're all asleep. Then the evening rolls around and most of you are asleep. Does anyone get up for like lunch?
yes.
Yeah, probably.
What lunch is the most important meal of the day, or something? I don't know.
I thought that was dinner or breakfast.
It's breakfast.
It's all of them.
We missed breakfast. It was a late night.
Brunch.
I rolled over long enough to grab to grab whatever was left by by the bed.
Okay. Oh, the cook like the castle has a full-time staff of cooks on hand to prepare sumptuous banquets at every meal if you want them.
Nah, it's just much more fun to think that morning he was awake just long enough for that. Yeah, well, I mean, I would assume alone.
Yeah, we was you know that one person who sits alone in the corner.
Oh.
No, that was Barack.
Well, that was my force. You were forced to sit in the corner alone.
You're not entirely alone. All the guests may be asleep, but there's still people like running about, cleaning things, cooking food, washing clothes.
Effectively alone because she's a noble lady. Servants aren't people.
Yeah.
So, what happens when it's lunchtime and we come into the room? Is she still there?
We notice there are fewer people because they've been devoured.
There are some people mulling about in the common area. though no one's talking to Barack still. No one willing to get close.
No one wants to get close.
And that is why it is an extremely good thing if Barack never fails the little bit of Grendel resolve check.
No, I only ever make you have that do that once.
No,
Oh no, yeah,
meant,
the little bit of Grendel test, yeah, that would be a problem.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's as long as he never fails it, everything's fine. Like I said, if he does, it could get not great.
The other nobles notice you scrolling away in your book and walk over and ask you about it.
God damn it, Bog.
The picture book.
I was going to say, you know what you could do if you wanted to quit to do a rapid fire retcon. You could before this, you could have totally gotten rid of one of your abilities and spent the reward points on that literacy thing. Alternatively, you should have had there
Yes,
be words in
your
it.
book.
You should have had there be words in it, but it's not in a language they can understand.
It's Elvish.
Exactly. It should have been a book in Elvish.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yes, your book.
God damn it, social
Yes.
interactions.
Ugh, what's that?
Thing you're bad at, which is why I focus this entire session around it.
What kind of things do you write in it?
You're just trying to like.
About the her next entry is gonna be a dear journal. Today I nut shouted at Grendel for asking too much about my journal.
He is now 1 point less.
Oh. Maybe I should keep a journal.
Yes, the scientist that you came up with says, you most certainly should. It helps you keep your thoughts straight and refer back to things. Memory is far too fickle to leave it to that alone.
So, add a character, how long are we staying here? With the device?
A week.
Like you've been invited to stay for like the week or so, but you don't have to stay that whole time.
Okay. He is vexed at what to do now, and normally people just, are all into him, and he's bad at talking. Because I'm bad at talking.
Want into his pants, not actually want to communicate with him long term. While also being in his pants.
Would you like to take a ride on Carl? I assume we can, like, walk the grounds.
Yeah, you're not like stuck here or anything. Like there are some nice gardens within the walls, but they're like also you can get out there like pretty easy.
Neil looks sad and just, okay. I guess I'll go find somewhere else to someone else to talk to, hang out with.
You hang out with Barack.
You want to hang out with Rock?
No, I don't want to hang out with Barack.
Oh,
Or I want to hang out with Galfred. I don't know Galfred.
You
like,
never
you
get to
only
know
like being-
Galfred that way.
He's a wolfman. You could ask him about how it is to be a wolfman. Then he can ask you how it is to be a goat man, and you can both be awkward together.
He doesn't know I'm a goat man. It's fine. And I don't want to get to know that person. He's crazy and weird.
It's crazy and weird. I mean, that kind of happens when you turn into a wolf at night.
Yep.
Mm.
Yes,
Well,
these.
since the lady and all them are
Yes.
busy, I'm just gonna go on Carl for a ride
Okay.
around places.
Yes, you notice that the thespians have finished setting up and they're preparing for a mid-afternoon performance of their play.
Oh, okay. I'll guess what I'll watch that instead. Because entertainment and luxuries and all that.
And you could do that, or you could just sit around getting fed grapes or whatever.
You know,
Tediism.
within his alignment is to be indulgent and party and all this other stuff. So he's enjoying his stay here. He's gonna be here for like the whole week.
Yep.
Tediism, boys.
Yes, and whilst no one's expressly said that none of that the staff here are going to fulfill your every request, it's pretty obvious that they are.
maybe not now. Not for the whole.
Mongoose
mongoose
incident.
incident.
No,
You-
no, they're
And
being paid.
they'll give it a good try, but they can't help you control your mongoose.
No, fair enough.
Yeah, it's like they're
That
being
mongoose
paid
is
enough
dead.
to try.
So by the way, you said like like mercenary girl. Like,
Yeah.
how does she look?
Muscular and quite dark. Very tall.
She came with us, right? She's just like part of the paid guard, or she part of the staff here.
No, she is staying here for a while.
What?
She was here when you showed up, and she's a guest.
Oh,
It
okay.
was a token there for guests, because guests are people and wait staff aren't. Like, hello, little girl.
I'm a boy.
Are you sure?
Dear God, I just realized. You know, what would be the best thing for this?
What?
The person says that, and they're actually a freaking maxed out caster, and they just do a gender swap spell on you as they ask that question. Even if it's temporary or an illusion, that would be fucking.
Neil just tilts his head and is like, "Oh, would you like to find out?"
Oh, come on, man.
Christ.
Got a whole afternoon open.
They're just going to go
Not
after
all,
everybody.
Not anymore.
She agrees, because you automatically pass all your fellowship tests.
I forgot because it was more like, "Oh, we're doing this now, okay."
You were teasing her, but then she was like, "Yeah, sure," and you were like, "Huh."
Oh, wait,
Can't be worse than her last night experience.
Yeah, can't be worse than last night.
fucking mongoose.
I think actually I know why she crit failed. It was going great, and then the mongoose got in.
So,
It was all Galfred's fault.
I didn't bring in the mongoose.
No, but we just like blaming you.
Galfred's fault.
Okay. Am I just
Wow.
a scapegoat?
Yes.
Because I'm a wolf. Is
Yeah.
that it?
I mean, at least you didn't barge in and interrupt, right? Although, I mean, to be fair, then you might have had to make the scrutinized check, and who knows, maybe you'd have crit succeeded.
the fuck?
You'll
God,
understand when you're older.
I was gonna go up to her to ask if she wanted to spar, and it's just like
And then she's
this
like, "You won't
happened.
fuck?"
It's like, oh,
You
okay.
want some fuck?
So she genuinely thought you were a girl, like, until you talked to her, and then you said something, and I realized that there isn't really a good enough reason to turn her down when you when you automatically pass fellowship tests. So
And when you can't actually voluntarily fail in this particular case because you can't turn them off.
yeah,
You can't turn them off.
He's got some pheromone BS going on. He can't make it stop. It's automatic.
Pheromones, you just got whatever the fuck that is.
hmm
I mean, like she's his type, so
Breathing?
no,
Bipedal?
Bipedal. Orcs are bipedal.
Yeah, and if there wasn't a chance of getting infected, he'd probably bone them too.
no.
There was a lot of hesitation on that response.
No, that was more like, why?
That was a questioning. What? That was just a big question.
So after that's done, I ask her, what's it like working here?
oh, I don't work here. I work wherever the war is.
Ah, I'm sorry.
This place is just payment for my last deeds.
Hmm. So what kind of weapon do you use?
Shit. You're supposed to ask what she did to get here. Gosh.
See, terrible at being social. Just let me know.
Yes, I mean,
We need to get you an earpiece hooked to Barack at all times because you never keep busy, so.
when you asked her what kind of equipment she uses, right?
Yeah,
That
like
sounds
I use a rapier and then
She, yes, she reaches over, grabs your dick, and says, "Other than this."
Oh.
I was waiting for that.
Oh.
oh, I
Um,
guess that's round 2 or 3.
or 7, knowing you.
If that's how you want it to go down, there is no logical reason in which, under the system, I can say no.
Probably gonna answer no.
Oh god, I was like, oh, cute. Um, and very strong. Please don't squeeze too hard. So what did you do to like get here specifically?
Off in a land many days' sail from here, I fought some rampaging orcs.
They're the worst.
I
I'll tell you
know.
that right now. Also, there's a lot of them. Very scary. Like I fought some in the sewers once, and like it was like, oh, they're down this hallway. It's fine. We can get them. And then just like 30 of them appeared behind us.
You didn't die.
You were close to dying after that encounter, though. That's the question.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. They can be terrible things, and I'd hate to be cornered with a group of them like that. You must be quite the better warrior than you look to survive that.
Oh, thanks. Um,
Certainly have the stamina for it.
Oh my god.
big smiles. Um,
Just stay with me.
nerd. I kind of just want to spar with her after
Okay.
the other type of sparring, like take his rapier or something and like actually fight her like outside somewhere.
Are you going?
We don't have to actually roll for it though.
Yes, I mean, just a straight, like, test, like, pose test for melee to see how that goes is fine.
Okay.
Crit, fail, crit, fail.
You just want to see everything fail, don't you?
No, I just want to see the stuff that doesn't matter fail.
Ooh.
I think it's a lot more fun if you completely screw up on something like that.
Okay, so
She beat me.
yeah.
I have.
She beat you quite soundly.
I almost had a 1.
Yeah.
That's what's important to me.
You
You
almost critically succeeded.
like she got like what 7 degrees of success and you got 4.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yes.
No, 5. Simple melee. So she
I got
had
4.
Yeah.
In...
No, because
Simple melee
like
doesn't
the
help
tens
you,
roll is
Silas.
yeah, like
Oh,
the tens roll is a 0, and your
trying to be
attribute bonus is a 4. So
I'm trying to be helpful.
I mean, I could send a fortune point, but I think that's pointless.
yeah,
Yeah, that's kind of a waste.
like, you impress her, and she respects you as a warrior now.
Aww. I'm much better using ranged weapons. I'll tell you that right now.
So they do have an archery course here. We could see who's better with the like these ranged weapons you speak of.
Ooh. Should I? Do we go on horses for this, or are we just standing there?
I mean, like this isn't like this is a narrative space of the like
I know. I'm
area
just
that you're
saying,
in,
like,
but like
I'm
you don't
saying,
have
like,
it's not that far. Like everything's within
okay.
walking distance because everything's within like this walled area.
I want to be on Carl because I get a bonus, but I don't know if that's like, yeah, totally. Just get on your horse and shoot that thing.
You're not a
And this is
hunter.
just a friendly competition. You could be on a horse if you want.
Okay.
You can beat what?
On Carl.
Ah,
Be on a horse.
I'm re-rolling that because fuck you, 84.
Fuck you, 84 gets an 88.
I swear if that happens. There we
it
go.
is.
Oh,
Basically
you
swapped.
destroy her in the score. You get bullseyes and she like hits the target.
He does that thing where like he shoots and he hits the same arrow and splits it down the center.
Oh, he didn't crit
That
succeed.
that would be a crit. Like,
Yeah,
also that situation bonus should have an extra 10 in there, but it doesn't matter.
yeah.
Like, yay! And I'm just gonna be like, ride Carl up there and be like, so, yeah, that was fun and exciting. Um, so how long are you staying here?
A few more days, I would say.
Perfect. Um, he just like
oh god,
tries
the
to
entire
decide.
house.
Yeah, sorry, I just
Oh
realized that
no.
the thing wasn't lined up properly. It's better now.
Um, I want to just be like, well, thanks for the fun. I'm gonna go back and enjoy the party, and then just like, you can come with if you want.
It's totally a legitimate thing, but she goes off to the hot springs to get a nice bath after her workout, then her other workout, then that other workout, then the other workout, so you know.
Oh, sweet, a bath. I totally forgot that was a thing.
Yeah.
He's gonna just sneak his way over there. Not to the same bath, well, you know.
Yes.
Unless it's
Like,
just one gigantic bathhouse.
yes.
No,
Like when
trust
you
me,
walk into the bathhouse at the same time, it's like, I'm sorry, I'm coming in here to get clean, not dirty.
Also, trust me, there's more than one bathhouse. There's more than one bathhouse. If there wasn't before we got here, there was by the time it rolled around for Brock.
Just they made a new one just so no one would smell you. Maybe maybe if he actually goes into a bathhouse, the smell gets worse.
God.
Maybe.
He offers to wash her back.
She politely declines, and there's plenty of people there to do that, like plenty of staff there to do that for her.
Okay. Well, goodbye. I'll see you later.
Yes, but those staff aren't Grendel's.
He was just being polite because big strong lady, but like, you know.
So does anyone
So
else have something they want to do?
no, he's just going to party and indulge himself after he gets out of the bath. By the way, is anyone else in the bath like when he gets there, or is there private baths and stuff? Like I don't know how this is gonna work.
I mean, they may be rich, but based off just technology alone, I'm not entirely sure they can. Well, actually, they've got enough servants; they might be able to manage private baths. Never mind.
He'll ask one of the maids if they have private baths there.
They can most certainly fill up like a tub with warm water, if that's
Oh,
what you
okay.
mean.
Yeah, just anything really.
Yeah,
That one.
yeah, they can do that for you.
And he gets clean and then goes back to the gets dressed and goes back to the place to hang out with Elowen or eat and drink and stuff. Party. Ooh. Oh, the parties.
There is always someone on hand to feed you grapes and having like a fainting count within range.
Fainting couches.
Okay.
Or
Rawr.
So is the party starting up then? Because I will wake up.
You've been down
The
this
party
whole
never
time.
really ends, it just kind of like sleepwalks a little.
Basically, the party starts winding down, but then the night, or then the night owls or whatever start up.
Ooh.
So there's always something going
The
on.
what now?
The night owls, the people who are usually only
Yeah.
up at night, but everything's backwards here, so they're the ones getting up as the sun comes up.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about like a creature or something. Because I'm
No,
Yep,
not
night
everything's a sex joke.
it wasn't a set. I wasn't. No, that's not what I was implying at
What
all.
did you say?
I thought you were talking
Good
about like a
creature.
creature or what the
Oh.
fuck did you think I was talking about?
I thought you said cooch, so
Your hearing's terrible when you need a better headset.
no, I
And
can
tinnitus, I
I
still
can,
hear better
I
than
can
you.
hear him fine. I just misinterpreted what he said.
There's most certainly like not even the inference of the word coach in that.
Yeah, fuck.
So
I'm up. It's the afternoon. It's party time.
yeah, well,
Everyone's
it's always
Michael.
party time, but
Michael wakes
It's
up, realizes he's starting to sober up, and heads for the drinks.
yes.
yep, yeah,
Yeah.
drink again.
So yeah, in short, should we just mark Michael down for two chaos ranks, and then roll
Go.
for him at the end of the session?
I don't
If you
need more
want.
chaos ranks, so probably
No
fail.
offense, but you're getting super drunk every day for 7 days at least 3 corruption a day.
It's
That's one
only
corruption.
been 2 days.
Yeah, but if we go the entire 7 days before we end the session,
I don't take 3 for being drunk. You only take
Well, if
1
you
for being
if
drunk.
you want to just auto get drunk, then yeah, you can take 3, or you can roll individually to try to get drunk. But I'm guessing it's probably going to take you more than 3 drinks to get drunk. You're pretty resistant.
Yeah, okay, alright, I'll give you that.
Drink
There you
wood
go.
polishing alcohol.
Hey Tib, are you still here?
Don't pull a me from a couple of sessions ago and pass out on your keyboard.
Oh shit, you did do that,
Should
right?
be should be away. It's just might have
She's
wandered
fine.
off because
She's
we're
still here.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yay! So you talked to me and you weren't cold. So Elwyn, Neil is going to be spending time trying to talk to you and just get to know you, and like, because there's nothing else to do here but eat and drink and
And
sleep with people.
you can hunt and take drugs.
Yeah,
You can hunt and
drink,
take
party.
drugs.
Well,
Eat,
I
drink,
there's
mean,
like
party.
thespians there, and there's
Well,
an extensive library.
I can actually stand next to Barack, so I can make him feel less alone.
Yes, I definitely feel less alone. It took you like it took like 40 hours for you to think about that.
Yeah.
Is he immune to? Oh yeah, he's got the mask, right?
I'm indifferent to things, so I've got 8 resist, and if it gives me a point, I can just reduce it by 1 anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, and I can't actually roll enough. Since I'm not rolling fury dice, I can't actually roll enough perils to hit him for 2. So Michael actually ignores my effect completely.
Yeah.
So he can have an actual conversation with you.
Yeah. Well, everyone else has been ignoring Barack.
Only we're just trying not to get hurt by his smell.
It's not so bad.
It causes mental peril.
Actually, I think it's physical peril, but either way, it
Physical
does cause
peril?
peril damage.
It causes their
It
body to seize like a one guy.
smells so bad it hurts.
Hmm.
so question about the hunting.
Yes.
Like, when is that done, and who's going to do that?
Well, there is always a master of the hunt about to accommodate anyone who feels like going out and hunting some normal game. But come this evening, the measures have decided to take out their bats for a hunt.
Oh.
Bad.
And what are they hunting?
Whatever they come across.
Fair enough. Out of character. Damn it, we should have left the wyvern. I want to see them be like, we're gonna take our bats out hunting wyvern. Oh shit.
They're not idiots. They're not gonna just fly it into a wyvern.
Yes, but it is funny.
Are
So
the
it
bats
is.
considered like animals or beasts? Like, what are they?
Bats are considered
Um.
animals.
Yes, like these particular bats are prime evils. So they're like super beasts, kind of.
Oh.
They're extra tasty.
Can't just eat everything.
If it dies, then there's nobody else is going
Oh,
to.
Oh, fuck.
Well, it explains how they can ride them. Oh wow.
Okay, they're
Well,
more
it's not
like
the only one.
supposed to
Oh, okay.
be that big.
Okay,
Oh, that's a big boy.
That's significantly less crazy than I was expecting.
Is
Yes.
it?
Okay, sorry, that was significantly less crazy than initially displayed.
Mhm. So the sun sets and the measures come out of their room for breakfast. Have a lovely, sumptuous breakfast of many delicious fruits and processed
Fuck, those bats are
thingamabobs.
prime evils.
It bred them.
We got enough money.
I mean,
You
we're
can
just
roll
gonna ignore it.
education or rumors to figure out, like, what you know about these creatures.
We're just going to ignore the how that doesn't make sense.
I guess I got 35, 8 degrees.
Yeah, 8.
I fail.
Yeah.
I'm too busy.
7. Hang on. Let me
I was
see.
to say, oh shit, we're all rolling. I thought it was just one of you guys, but then I heard more beeps, and it's like, okay.
How smart am I now? Mm,
Aw.
9.
Ooh.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just gonna ignore that. Me, the player, knows that something's up, but Barack don't got shit.
He really wants them siege towers.
Oh, let's see. Education. Oh, everyone wrote education, did they?
Ellen got education, but I don't think possibly do that.
That's swap to fail. If you're
So
not
it'd be a
educated,
60.
it's a swap to fail.
Oh yeah. Could have rolled rumors
Education
instead if you
roll,
wanted,
or-
which
I
is
did.
not a special skill.
Ooh.
But yes, either way, between none of you crit fail, which is the important thing. So none of you have learned wrong information about these, but you know that these are most certainly prime evils, beings from before the world was the way it was, and like these are how animals used to be back when elves ruled the world. Is kind of the thinking that's going on, most people. But these ones seem to have been far more domesticated than your average death bat.
Yo, how the fuck?
Yeah, I was gonna say I mean, just looking at it, is that strictly by what the book is saying, it's basically the elves showed up, and then the death bats were like, "Hey, sup? We've been here for a few thousand years already. How you doing, you brand new, just born species?"
Yep.
Intelligent bats.
Yeah, but also it was about the same time as the elves lost their immortality and lost control of the world as the primevals started to not be so dominant.
Hmm.
Okay.
But yes, after they've had their sumptuous breakfast, they go out to their stables or rookery. What do you call the thing where you keep bats? Is it a rookery?
Yeah.
To Google.
The giant bat stables.
Yes, the giant bat stables. And they mount their giant bats, and they have
Bat cave.
yeah, a hangar, of course. They go out to their hangar, and yes, they mount their 2 giant bats, and there are 12 more giant bats here.
Oh wow.
A very full stable.
I mean, a roost. I think they call it a roost.
Yeah, a roost, a hangar, a stable, or whatever. You know what I mean?
You'd use ride to try to ride that.
Yes.
Do they allow other people to ride their
Yes,
bat?
they offer you the opportunity to ride these magnificent beasts.
Yes.
Neil says
Instant.
yes.
Yes.
Right one.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, well, I mean, I guess you can ride them if you want to. And Neil's already on their back, being like, "Come on," being like, "Let's go."
It's like a giddy little kid.
I can try.
No, you
Oh,
can't. Go away.
There's more than 2.
Yeah, that's like 12.
It's 14 all up.
14, yes.
Damn.
That's a lot of bats.
Set you to back.
I can try, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna fall off.
I don't
Then
think any of
you
us
probably
have
shouldn't
command.
try. Hi.
Gives you a hungry look and kind of scratches at your feet and then lets you climb upon its back.
Yay.
Plus
Oh,
zero.
Now roll animal
shit.
handling minus 30.
Minus
Minus
30.
30.
Oh,
Aw.
shit.
I hate you.
I just looked up the bats, and do you guys know that they can talk? Because it turns out they can.
Mm-hmm.
But she
What?
said I could ride.
Yeah,
She
the
lied
animal
to
handling.
me.
The animal handling is probably to make sure you don't piss them off.
Yeah.
I'm looking for it. Hold on.
Like, yeah, there's still the skill to see if you can ride.
No, fair enough.
Looks like it didn't do so.
So I get thrown off.
Yes, it attempts to take off through the hangar, and you get left on the ground, and it flies away a bit, then comes in back and hangs in the entryway and sticks out its tongue at you.
It's like, oof.
The problem is, I'm pretty sure they have a higher IQ than most of these party. They're higher intelligence than most of these are party members. So
But like I said, these are domesticated ones.
I'm not gonna mess with the giant bat.
You say you don't
I
wanna
asked if I
fuck
can
on it.
ride with the lady.
These bats are large, but they can't support the weight of 2 people, unfortunately.
Okay. And then he
I'll try
sadly
on a bat.
walks away.
Yeah.
He gets on Carl.
I wanna run a bat. Sounds like fun.
You can attempt to ride a bat if you want.
What was it, handle animal at minus 30?
Yep.
Something like that.
I had an 18. If only I could have gotten an 18.
Oh, handle animal is a fellowship skill.
Yep.
I don't think I should do that. No, never mind.
you're gonna
'Cause
fall
it's
into its
I
fucking mouth, and it's gonna eat.
I
It's gonna eat
swapped
you.
to fail on fellowship tests, so maybe not.
And don't you
Yeah.
crit fail if you
No,
fail a
that's me. That's
What?
me. I
Oh.
crit fail. So it would
I
definitely
just
take a
swapped to
chunk of
fail
it.
automatically.
Neil looks sad and he gets next to Elowen.
Well, do overlooking sad for long, swap to fail on Galford means it's almost guaranteed to fall off.
I'm probably not gonna ride at that point because I remembered. Oh yeah, it's fellowship. I swapped to fail on those.
As the other bats in the stable point and snigger at you all, at your cowardice. They make it look like they're whispering things to each other.
Which they might be.
Rude.
You walk and talk. I know it.
They snicker at you as you say that.
Alright, fuck
Nicolord
it.
Measure looks down at Elowen and says, "Don't necessarily have to go hunting. These beasts are just fun to ride." They don't mind it. The one he's riding nods, but upside down.
Do they have like a gyroscopically balanced saddle so they don't have to hang upside down with the bat until they take off? Or are they just really good at hanging upside down with the bat?
They're vampires.
Now, I'm thinking that they're sort of strapped into their saddle so that their legs so that they can still prop themselves the right way up.
Like seatbelts.
They're a little tighter than seatbelts.
Obviously.
Then we will. I hope we can find some way to entertain you better. I feel that I've been a terrible host so far.
Yeah, you've been the best. Just
You've been the best
sad.
besides that mongoose incident.
That was my fault. Sorry, guys.
Mongoose, what?
That's what the crit fail was. Was the mongoose incident.
Yeah, but Neil doesn't know that.
No, I'm saying the mongoose busted in the room and caused problems.
Oh, okay.
That's
Okay.
what I'm thinking happened.
Sure it did.
I want to
Yeah, I
see how
wasn't
bad I
carrying him.
fuck up at this.
Okay, if you want to give it a try.
I'm curious, how much can I end up fucking up?
Crit fail and an 18. And then I laugh.
I want to see that crit fail. Do it.
Minus 30?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fucking 4. I get beneath a 4.
You two are quite promptly thrown from the back of this beast as it tries to take off, and then they all turn around and laugh at you as well.
Eh.
Ah, yes, and
I might look. I'm gonna give it a try. You have all failed. I won't feel so bad.
yeah,
It's gonna bite me because I'll crit fail.
It's gonna
But
bite him in the ass.
yes, the one that Neil tried to ride is now kind of following him around a bit, like circling him up in the air and like coming down close and to see what he's doing, and hovering about.
He likes you.
What?
Don't like animals just like him in general.
You're friends.
Yeah. Yeah, but I thought they weren't animals.
That doesn't mean he can't
Then
decide
I'm
that he likes you anyway.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
allowed to like things.
Oh wow.
Like
yeah,
Michael.
81.
Oh right.
Damn it.
He actually got a good roll.
Yeah, it needed to be a lower secondary number.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it still would have been a fail
He
because I
didn't
didn't
add the
minus 30.
yeah.
Ah,
And none of us know how to ride these.
I mean,
So I
it's a
pissed it off by trying to get onto it.
Yeah. You get thrown off as it tries to take off. Then it comes
Yeah.
back and steals your mask, flies away, and drops it back on you.
Rude.
That one was a dick.
He was just having some fun.
And,
I'm gonna go get my mask back.
and the young noble also gets thrown off in his attempt.
Okay. Well, that's alright then.
Yeah.
And the mercenary is just going to be like, bam, crit success, deal with it.
Like, Lord and Lady Measure whoosh off on their bats, looking very smooth and calm about this. Like, flying off into the air.
Evils.
Push.
Yes, bush. And yes, then the mercenary lady flies off behind them, looking very unsure and seeming like she almost fell out several times during takeoff.
So is this bat just like cuddling up next to me for some reason?
Yeah, pretty much.
I attempt to pet it.
He pets you back. No, she pets you back.
I see how it is. Some Grendel bats.
Oh yeah, no, bats have fur, right? You can pet them.
Yeah, I mean, just look at those pictures. Those bats are fuzzy as hell.
Them's a fucking fuzzy boy.
So, right. So, measures have gone off on their joyride for a little while. Like, they stay close enough so you can still see them silhouetted against the night sky, doing their swoops and dives and rolls, and they may have called it a hunt, but it doesn't really look like they're like trying to follow anything. They're just having fun flying around mainly.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and as night falls, all the bats come out of their roost and like find things to like feast on, which have been left out for them, and just generally more sociable than you would expect.
Perks.
I suppose the most we can do is just socialize with the guests that aren't flying.
be fair, everybody except the mercenary captains to guess aren't flying.
So you have an hour or so without the measures about to whatever you want to do about this stately manor.
I attempt to get to know Elowen and then get blown off.
I don't think that's how that works, but whatever.
Socializing commences.
All the socializing. I mean, like, she just doesn't want to talk to people. It's just like, I want to talk to you. And it's like, no, go away. Sad Neil just wanders and tries to enjoy himself then. I just realized he has no real friends here. Other than Carl.
To be fair, that's kind of the way this entire party is composed. None of us are really friends with each other.
There used to be friends in this group. You guys should be able to make friends again.
Yeah, but then everybody kept swapping characters every couple of sessions, so.
Friends.
I made like 2 characters and swapped out after a while.
Yes, and then he's trying to get to know you now, and it's just like, no.
2 weeks isn't very long in elf time.
2 weeks. 2 weeks is roughly 1 coffee ago in elf time.
Coffee. I don't think she has very much of a good impression, considering the first thing she saw was just fucking combat.
Oh, sweet. We could totally fight each other now. It can happen.
I might ask Alfred what's wrong with him.
Yeah,
What's
it's
up
about
with
time
that?
someone asked that.
You were acting a bit weird last night. Yeah.
Yes, we're talking to you now.
Oh yeah, no, that was his response. Is a
Yeah. I mean, I like a good steak too. But you're acting a bit weird.
Keep in mind, 95% of my diet consists of stale bread and whatever the hell Barack cooks up usually.
Hey, you know what? What I cook up tastes amazing.
Yeah, I know. It's like it's just usually, as a lowborn doesn't get a lot of good food. It's usually like probably mostly stale old bread and shit.
Not in our line of work.
All right.
Not
Yeah. Remember, we make gold pieces.
we made
Like a
gold
mouse.
pieces.
I mean, we made Serious Bank this last time, but we get paid. But payment for our services is measured in gold pieces, which is what the fucking aristos use.
Well, I mean, if you don't want to talk about it, that's fine. But
For like 2 months, so who knows what happened?
I'm not entirely sure how to fucking respond to them. It's like, what am I supposed to say? Oh yeah, I'm a fucking werewolf.
is that your actual response?
He's just like,
Sure
yeah,
is.
dude, I'm a fucking.
Sure is too bad you
eat
don't know the
people.
rat person or the sheep person in the group that's dating an inquisitor and realize this group is already fucking weird as is.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like the lost human now.
I'm human.
You're smelly chicken. Okay.
I suppose I don't know a more eloquent way of trying to explain the situation other than saying, "Hey, bro, I'm a fucking wolf. I'm like Lean Russ." I don't know how the fuck would you put that
Well,
more eloquently.
yeah, no, it's fine. You don't want to talk about it. That's okay. Just go easy on the steaks. I'll just let it go. That's all right.
One of the nobles proposes a tournament of tennis while we wait for the others to return.
Nighttime
Fucking
tennis.
tennis.
Well, indoor nighttime tennis.
Do they even
Oh
have
yeah,
tennis
because
back then? Wouldn't
it's
it
out.
be like? Wouldn't it be like what's the one with the birdie again? The one with the birdie and the
You mean shuttle?
so
Badminton.
badminton. Yeah, that one. Wouldn't this be that? Not really.
No,
Tennis.
they want to play tennis at the indoor tennis thing in this building.
Motherfuckers got a tennis court.
Yep.
So they got running water.
Like,
Flooding.
right. Everyone who wants to be in the tournament, teams of 2.
I mean, it's,
I wanna-
I've
Do
and
any
I
of us
love that woman that I freaked out. Damn it. All right. Who's grouping up with me? What's going on?
do any of us even really know how to play tennis?
Yeah,
Sure, we can
no.
figure it out.
Well, that you're kind of assuming that these noblemen know how to play tennis.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Something will go. Something will happen.
I assume you hit things.
Mm-hmm.
But in a different way.
Yeah. So I guess that means that if Barack's going to be participating, then him and Michael are going to be teamed up by default because he's the only one who can get in proximity.
Neil goes to Elowen's door and well dressed up in his combat gear, and it's like, knock, knock, knock.
All dressed up in heavy armor.
Wearing fucking full plate.
To be fair, if he does have full plate, it's probably MMO full plate. So MMO female full plate.
Oh, well, yeah, how that would be fitting. No, like, you said we could spar later, and now it's later. Hello? Oh no, did I disconnect?
I can still hear you.
No.
Oh, it just got real quiet.
I think it just does. I think you just do that.
I think we're waiting on Element to respond.
Yeah.
Cause like, suddenly it was just like, everyone's quiet. I'm like, oh.
We probably could have just stayed quiet just to fuck with you.
The problem is there are actual disconnects that happen often enough that we should try not to do that. Yeah,
Hey, you
but ask the
responded. You
question
said,
after that.
Yes.
oh, did I do? Oh. I don't know. I am confused on whether or not you heard what I said. Uh, he just says he wants to spar with you now that it's later, and he doesn't have anything to do.
Maybe you should have left out that last part. You know, the one where you're like, yeah, no, I want to spar with you. I mean, there's nothing better to do.
No, I didn't say it like that. I'm saying the Cliff Note version to her as a player. It's his only way to get close to this person.
The only way to get close, smack the shit out of them.
Sparring, they're not gonna kill each other. It's fine.
Whatever.
Also, I doubt that you'd be able to like hurt him at first.
Do you not remember the fact that she apparently got a higher kill count than my entire kill count in one fight?
Yes, but I parry with charm.
And
Right.
she hits things at parry.
I forgot. I forgot. You just cute at them to make them not hit you.
Oh, you're right. She would just eat up all of my points with free attacks.
Yep.
Yeah, and you charm.
Yes, but it costs a point to parry her. It's this vicious cycle where she just beats me up.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say she's got a much better combat build than I do, apparently. So someone's gonna light her house on fire. No one's gonna come to help.
She shuts the
he,
door.
he audibly starts crying a bit and leaves.
Make a resolve test.
Me? Okay.
Yeah.
What? So he's not like just completely fucking.
No, he's talking to me, so I'm
Yeah.
assuming this is to control myself. No.
Take 1 corruption.
Cause he had the door shut in his face.
Yeah, I'm not 100% on why, but
Okay.
Neil's
Oh,
a
Neil.
sensitive boy.
Neil's sad.
It's so sad it hurts you deep in your soul.
This is so sad. Alexa, play Despacito.
apparently we need to load that into the jukebox so you can just hit play on that.
Is there a juke? Is there an actual jukebox?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, there is, but it's a pain in the ass to get working.
Yeah.
So he's playing tennis.
I mean, I don't think any of us know how to.
I believe that Barack and Michael were at least gonna give it a try.
You want to give it a crack, Brock?
Yeah,
I
sure.
don't know what these nobles do, but let's try.
Okay,
Sorry, I can stand next to you, Brock. Don't worry.
there we go.
It's not a problem.
Yeah.
Got brackets going on here then.
Our brackets. Yeah.
These two, like these two kings over here versus that. Right. So you two are like going to get in your Tennesseaness against the nobles who are above you.
Odd
Apparently.
number of people.
Yep. Yes, that is a problem.
Sits and watches.
So yes, you just make an athletics test, and there's no way that they could win, but you guys could lose. So
So basically, as long as at least one of us doesn't fuck up, it's pretty much okay.
yeah,
As long as you don't fuck it up.
like you guys are like professional soldiers and like do like hard things all the time, and they wipe the floor with you.
Yeah, we don't know how to tennis.
No, we do hard things all the time, but normally if I'm hitting something with another something, I don't care where that if that something hits a third something. That's more somethings that I'm used to.
Usually,
They out tennis you good.
sword swing hit dead. It's a 3-step process.
Usually, I hit a thing with I hit a thing with a sword, or I hit a thing with something I threw at them, and that's that. Further down the event chain is no longer my concern. So yeah, apparently we're in there for all of about 5 minutes, and we just get wasted.
Damn it.
Yep. And
Nobleman and
yeah,
the
the
weird
scientist
dwarf.
and the angry noblewoman who came up with you are like lost their match as well. So now they're into the finals.
I was about to say, oh, they lost. Okay, I was about to say they beat us. What the hell, man?
So
Soldiering doesn't translate into
are you guys going to
multiple
watch this
sports.
rousing round of finals and of the tennis?
Sure.
Why not? I have no idea what's going on, but let's do it.
Yeah, we're just sitting here completely
None of us know
lost.
what's going on. It's just it's exciting and it's the most normal thing we've done since we got here. So. And it's still
Basically.
weird.
Yes, whilst you're watching this, there are giant bats like crawling around on the outside of the building, like chittering to the staff and eating food, and the servants are trying to feed you grapes.
I'm just imagining one of the bats just creeps in through a slightly open door and just kind of follows the ball around the court.
Tennis balls.
But they're a bat's
Okay.
favorite toy.
It's a bat.
They're a giant bat's favorite toy.
Tennis ball would probably get stuck in its throat.
Yes.
I don't know. They're primevals. They probably have anti-get stuff stuck in your throat built into their genetics somewhere.
Oh, Barack, you should have eaten a tennis ball.
Why? So they can become bouncy and fuzzy?
Yeah. No, I guess that wouldn't have worked. Okay.
Be
You
like a
wouldn't have
belly
got pro
balloon.
tennis skills by eating a tennis ball. I guess not.
No.
No.
Well, this game is called on account of interference from the giant bats. And Neo is abducted by one of them. The one that was following
What?
him. Like, not like abducted, but like he grabs him and like picks him up and is like, yes, you're mine. Hugs.
Okay.
And
Bat
pats
hugs.
him.
It picks you up in its claws, carries you up to the roof, and it's like, you're mine for now. I'll let you down later.
At least the wild, this one's like probably clean, not covered in like maggots and shit.
I'm just thinking they're having an intense tennis match. It's down to the final play. They start the match and this bat just leaps inside of us and picks the tennis ball out of the air and eats it.
They leap onto the side that's losing and like try to take the rackets away from them for some reason. Like one of them's got the racket in his mouth, like trying to like swat at the ball with it.
Even the
want
bats
to
are
play
better at tennis than we are.
Oh, damn it. Yeah.
I mean,
They know what's going on.
Yes, and while all this ridiculousness is going on with the bats.
ridiculousness is what we do. It's either
Yep.
ridiculousness or massive bloodshed. We really don't have any other mode.
Sometimes
Or both. Sometimes both.
True.
Remember the goblins?
Remember the orcs?
Yep.
I'm pretty sure Michael still wants to kill that one.
I do. I just haven't seen them.
It's because you haven't returned to them, because,
Because I'll kill
no
one.
reason to.
yeah, and there's a demon there.
Yeah, I'm not dealing with that.
Yes. Yeah, so, yes, the mercenary woman and the measures return from their joyride amidst this chaos of trying to play tennis.
At this point, it's not even trying to play tennis. It's trying to retrieve all the equipment from the bats.
Now the bats are playing tennis.
Bats are playing fucking pro tennis using half the house as a court.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're using like a church spire as a net holder.
No, it's like a proper, like, room. Like, it's like a ballroom, but it has like a tennis net in the middle.
I know,
And
we're
now
talking about the bats.
Yeah, we're talking about the bat variant tennis rules.
Yes, like Lord Measure walks into the room and says, Jeffrey, put that down. And the bat drops the
His name is
racket.
Jeffrey.
Brock's
Jeffrey
just
the
been
Bat.
laughing. Brock's probably just been laughing for a little bit now because it's great.
Yeah, I think we're all just chuckling. They're in their fucking weird ass game. All of a sudden, a bat starts playing.
It's like, I'm quite sorry, they're usually much better behaved than this. Back to your roost. He claps his hand and they fly off.
Does anyone tell them they have Neo?
I don't know, it
I don't
does.
think any of us knows. We were all inside.
Yeah, everyone else was at the tennis court. He was off talking to Eluin.
And then that didn't work out, so the bat could
The
just
bat
keep you.
grabbed
We'd
them.
never know what happened.
I'm sure like before we leave, we're like, wait, where's Neil? And all of a sudden, just like, help me, just being fucking carried around by a bat.
Best just flying back to the roost with Neil. Gonna use him as a sleep as a napping plushie.
A pillow.
Sniffs at you and listens to your chest.
What?
He sniffs at you and then, well, she sniffs at you and then puts her ear to your chest to listen to your heartbeat.
She's gonna drink your blood.
Hell.
Yeah, that's the real question becomes.
So, do you, like, how insistent are you on getting help?
Hey, help! I'm out. I'm stuck up here. Help! Pet, pet, pet. Help!
Having the bat out of fear.
Starts slowly scratching at your chest.
No! Help me! God damn it!
Okay. Measures come and find you.
You're down a nice shirt though.
It's okay, they have more nice shirts that they can give you. They say,
latch
Elowen,
onto
put
them.
put him down, and you fall into Lady Measure's hands. Like, back to the roost with you.
I hug her tightly. Like
Well,
it
it's
was
good to
fine at
see you
first, and
too.
then it was fine at first, and then she started like scratching my chest.
They may be better trained than your average death bat, but they're still death bats.
Mm-hmm. He like holds her for a while until he comes down and then he lets go.
She does not let go of you.
Okay, never mind then.
You let go of her, she doesn't let go of you, and you're like, oh, okay, I guess this is what we're doing now.
Yep. The two of them carry you off.
Oh boy. Okay.
Oh, it's too
Ah,
no.
no.
Oh no.
And the vampires eat you. The end of Neil.
Oh well, then I guess I'm playing OLED again.
No, they don't eat. Well, they don't. They don't kill you.
That rephrasing.
Rephrase.
You're totally fine.
Okay.
And yes, like the party proceeds in a very similar manner as to last night. Except the measures disappear early in this one rather than waiting to make sure everyone's found a partner. But there are parlor games and cards and much nice food and lots of light entertainment going on.
Welcome back. Neil
Welcome back.
got captured and then he got
Almost.
saved from sure death.
Neil almost died while you were gone. Also, we found out that the order of who's best at tennis goes Barack and Michael, literally anybody else, and then the bat. From worst to best.
Yeah.
And Neil got carried away by the lovely host to do unspeakable acts. Fine.
Yeah, apparently both of the whatever they're called, I forgot. Somehow their names have slipped my mind already. Decided were interested in Neil this time around.
Yep. So yes, party continues on much as it did last night, except yeah, the measures aren't about at the beginning. There is cards, there is board games, there is like parlor tricks. Tonight they bring out a magician.
Oh.
Like, not like a magical magician, like a up close sleight of hand kind of magician.
Aye.
I mean,
Yes, and then one of the nobles shouts witchcraft at him. He's like, "Oh no!" And then like explains his trick.
The heretic. No.
no, it's just sleight of hand.
Uh,
I guess play the one game I understand.
the one game of get drunk.
The what?
The one game of get drunk.
No.
Well, we don't know what the one game is, so you're gonna have to clarify.
I don't know, like fucking Go Fish. War maybe? I don't fucking know.
But yes, it is a party full of light conversation, light entertainment, and heavy debauchery.
And people
Sounds
wearing
right.
Yep.
Well, I mean,
So,
I'm
I
sure
mean,
couples are cycling in and out all day.
pretty much. So unless there is something in particular you want to do, like I think we can call the session there.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Oh,
Neil's
before that, I was gonna talk to the guy that brought us here
Yep. Okay.
and ask him what are we actually doing here.
Well, you guys have been offered to stay here for a little while because of your great services to the city. And I think the measures just kind of want to meet you guys. But I am here to set up something that's impressive and will impress the other nobles when they see it out of this, like, bottled lightning and this some lamps. I'm here to set up a parlor trick that they can just press a button and impress the other nobles with. Be ahead of the curve.
I don't want to sound like the Inquisitor, but it's not quite a parlor trick.
Well, no, but Ignitus has made great strides in producing electricity other ways. It's just this witch-dank Caldera is the most effective method we've found so far.
Okay, I just don't want to deal with anything blowing up
Yo, that shit's cool.
while I'm on my holiday. You know.
Yes. Like, from what I've read of the notes, the very small variants found within the orcs themselves and their strange weapons were at much higher risk. The much larger size of this device makes it much safer.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I don't understand the science, obviously, behind these sorts of things, but I'm guessing we're not just here on holiday. We're also here to keep you safe, possibly.
No, this place has its own designated guards. I hear that they even have their own, like, church and their own shrines, and even
Okay.
their own inquisitor from time to time.
Oh,
Though
all right.
the inquisitor ranks are not exactly bursting these days. Many troubles has led to them diminishing somewhat, so I doubt that they have one stationed here off all on their lonesome.
Well, all right then. If I
Yeah,
don't have to do anything, I'll just go back to my holiday.
Just converse.
Yeah.
glad to be of help.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Call it.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so we gonna call session there?
Uh-huh.
I mean, I don't know what else we could do.
I mean, I'm sure other stuff could come up, but
Okay,
it's also pretty late.
Yeah, I know.
like 100 XP for the session,
Woo!
50 XP for Elowen for her loneliness, cause damn was she insistent on being alone.
She shut the door in Neil's face.
Well, poor Neil.
Like 30 XP to Galfred for being a sport about wolfing out over a delicious steak.
Yeah, wait, so hold on, how much for now?
30.
So, 30 in addition to
The 100 that you got beforehand.
Yep.
Did we get 100? I didn't
Yeah,
get
Yeah.
100 for the
Yeah,
session.
Oh, I didn't get
Now, does Neil get bonus XP for basically just partying? And
Yeah, you're pretty damn indulgent. Like, so.
and he's gonna be like that for like the rest of the party.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say that's like a 50, considering almost everything he did was pretty damn indulgent. Like, often more indulgent than you meant it to be.
So 50, okay.
Yeah.
150. Can't do anything with it, but hey, I have 150.
Yeah.
next session, I'm pretty sure a lot of us could buy at least one profession advancement.
Yep, so. What of.
Corruption.
Yeah. Unless anyone else feels that they've done
Minus
something
corruption.
worthy of XP.
No. I didn't get
Yeah,
one
100
either.
for everyone plus bonuses. 4.
Crap.
Okay.
So is that
I
Was that everyone
assume.
who drank?
Is that equal? So that's equal to or less than?
Yeah, equal to or less than.
Damn it.
So I assume that throughout the course of the night, I have drinking and whatnot. So I'm going to get myself a chaos rank.
Okay.
I mean, the most significant thing I did was wolf.
Because I literally had 3, and I was just like, well, if he got XP for partying, he probably got, you know.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right. Well, I'm out.
Yeah.
Oh, the D10 is for corruption. Have you...
No,
Okay,
I've
so
just
all
been.
those times that I've been saying add corruption to, like, for things, have you been tracking that?
This is why I don't tend to do it.
Okay, so... Let's see. Yeah, okay, so... Okay, so... You... If it's equal to or less than what I roll, then you put a mark in your chaos, and if it's higher than, you put it in rank in your order? Or do I have that the wrong way around?
No, I think that's right.
Yeah. And then you clear it. Then it goes back to
Because,
0.
like,
So would I gain the order rank or?
Yeah.
you can look it up more later.
Yeah, clear it back to 0 at the end of each session. And you guys
Well,
have
that was
all gone
fun.
shopping already, and no one got enough XP to buy anything, so I think that's the end of today's recording.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just gotta find my disorder.
Oh, you got a disorder?
Mm.
Oh, okay. Well, we can...
Don't I get a disorder for getting 10 things?
yes, you do. We can work that out between sessions, but...
Okay.
Yes.
I still need to figure out how to get.
The
order
show was
ranks.
brought to you by me because I was fucking awesome, and these chuckle fucks because they are also fucking awesome.
Yay.
I will leave links to contact us in the description.